Welcome back, everybody. This is Hyper RPG, a premium live streaming channel where we focus on gaming, digital and analog. I'm going to start the clock right away. This is an hourglass. We got some guest game designers here. They are Trundlebundi?
Nope. That is our video game.
Okay.
Almost.
Spite.House Games here, everybody.
That's
Why
right.
don't you introduce yourselves? Clock's ticking.
We are Spite.House Games. You focus on digital and tabletop. We make
They're right there.
digital games. Hello, chat.
Look at the red light.
We make digital games, and now we are here to smash, I guess, 3 board games into a not digital game. So we'll see how that goes.
It should be a beautiful mess.
I'm Jordan. This is
Austin.
Soren.
I am the founder of Spite.House, designer, story. Austin does story and animation. Soren is our sound and original music composer.
Awesome. That's great. So we got, ladies and gentlemen, very fun game here. All these games have been provided to us from Uncle's Games. We got Push Fight, autographed by some friends from Penny Arcade. We got Archer, the board game, and we have Spyfall. And the theme that the chat room voted on earlier today was noir. So we have to create a game that incorporates noir.
Good vote.
Somehow. So let's get started, and you have to use something from each of the games. So that's understood. This is the only game with a board, so we have
So
to
we're
use
using that board.
yeah, we have to use a board from one game, pieces from another, cards from another, that kind of thing.
Cool,
so
cool.
that is definitely our board. We got 2 hours, and we need to be able to teach the game and play it in 30 minutes.
All right.
You guys ready for this?
Let's see what we got to work with.
All right.
So are you telling us what to use, or we're
No,
just
we
figuring
can
that out?
pick. We can
Okay.
figure it out.
I shouldn't have
All
watched.
right, we're
another
using this
episode.
board. This has actually a lot of interesting cards and pieces. Anybody in the chat room a fan of
good.
Archer?
Of course, everyone.
Archer. And then also, look at these.
my
These
God.
are really awesome tokens, too.
It's good. There are a lot of them.
Yeah.
A
And then
lot.
Spyfall,
Flavor
I don't know if any
standees.
of you guys played Spyfall. We like to
heard of
play.
it.
We like to play it on the chat room. It's a lot of fun. And then there are location cards. So these are all kind of sorted out. And then there's a
That
map.
seems good. This seems like an overworld to me, because there's like not enough spaces really to be anything else.
This game has money in it. So we
Money
should
is
Yes,
good.
We want
money,
that.
money is good.
We want
And
that.
then
Get all
also,
that money.
as a reminder to the chat room, if you donate $25, we can spin the wheel and bamboozle these guests. So you guys keep working. I'm gonna.
Bamboozle.
Yes, you can bamboozle the game designers.
Good.
Grab
Cause a
Bag,
problem.
a board game from Board Games where you can bamboozle the game designers.
Someone already said danger zone, so don't make that
Danger
joke.
zone. All right. So far on our wheel, you guys keep working. The
Yep.
clock is ticking. We have add a Twitch mechanic. Add a blindfold.
I like
That means you
these.
have to blindfold the game developers as they're game developing. Happened to me last week.
By the way,
Nice.
that added Twitch
Thank you.
mechanic, I suggested that you guys come up with something like that, or vote on 2 or something like that.
Sure.
Does that sound good?
Another thing is add plot or lore to the game.
Oh wow.
Another one is include Jenga. We have a giant Jenga in the back room. We also have our grab bag, where you have to reach into the bag and use something from the bag, hand curated by yours truly. We have Shark Attack, aka somebody wears the shark suit.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Do
We
we need-
also have, come here, you. Introduce
Cassie,
yourself.
yeah.
All right.
Cassie's
Cassie's
been here before.
Got a
Riding
secret
away.
weapon.
I heard that you were on another show.
Yeah, I was
Watching paint dry?
Yeah, last
Yep.
week I was on with Viking Lass, and
Cassie's
yeah.
our artist.
yes, so
And so you may art away.
yes.
And
okay.
then if it lands on art, you have to like double art away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like art
Overtime.
squared. I don't know
There
what
will
that
be-
is.
Will there be consequences if I don't produce enough art?
The wrath of the chat room. That is all I have to say.
Okay. Oh god.
And then also add a
Be kind, chat.
add a 5th game. This is
A 5th game.
musical chairs. Anybody from the chat room want to add some more ways to make this experience a little bit more entertaining, aka bamboozle our game developers?
Put these little real dope noir
Bamboozle.
locations.
Bamboozle.
Yeah. What is that?
This is green. This is Golden Apple.
Oh, I thought you
2.
were being sarcastic, but no.
No, not at all.
I would
It's
love to go
perfect.
to Golden Apple 2, the sequel to Golden
Mr.
Apple.
Old Factory 4. That's
The
probably
chat
not
is dark and
relevance.
full of terrors. Thank you, Flickering.
Noir,
guys.
Noir and full of
Noirs.
terrors.
Noir.
So, how are we gonna incorporate noir? Is this gonna be like part of the story or the mechanic?
So our game is called Trundle Buddy and the Ghostly Y Phylactery.
and what happens in? I tried to show. I watched your trailer last night. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's on our website, Spite.House. I don't know if you guys can run it, but are you doing that? No. So it is.
No, we don't do that on this show.
No, not at all.
No.
No trailers on this
No.
show. It is a combat runner with strategy elements. But the part of that might be useful in this game is that a corporation called Trundle Corp heavily plays into it. Your character is a product of Trundle Corp that becomes sentient one day and only knows drive.
That
Just
sounds-
drive.
That sounds really dark, but actually, I really like the art, and then it's based off of your own like,
Yeah,
original
yeah.
webcomic universe.
Absolutely. Well, the other way
If
around.
you're gonna art, we need to find.
There's plenty
Yeah,
of
why
art
don't
space.
you-
Anyway, I
yes.
think
The
that
top-down camera's right here. I think you should
Oh,
art
rad.
right here.
Can I make a cake too?
Absolutely.
The recipes? Okay.
Why not?
Okay, absolutely.
so. If it fits
maybe
in,
kind of-
maybe we
I don't know
can
if
set
it
this
will
Yeah, if it's
in
that,
the
we gotta
world
find
of the
that. Okay.
Trundle Corporation.
Okay.
You mean the wider world of the
Yeah,
fiction? The
right
meta-
before the metafiction. Yeah,
Metafiction.
that no one knows about in chat.
Yeah,
probably,
I think
right.
what we might want
We'll see
to
if
do
that
is
works.
like maybe you're competing detectives trying to infiltrate, like you've been hired
Trundle
by
Corp.
maybe these Victorian aristocrats.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense.
rival Victorian aristocrats.
Because in the future, fashion comes back around, right? So everyone will look Victorian again.
So
I mean, you can do like a future Victorian. It's kind
Sure.
of a Bioshocky.
Sure.
Yeah, Bioshocky noir.
We made Bioshock, the video game.
do you guys mind kind of explaining kind of when you design, talk out loud so
Absolutely,
the chat room can
absolutely.
follow what's going on?
I'm
We're creating
actually
a
trying
game
to
about
stall.
noir.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Stalling.
I think
So
there are
let's-
some interesting mechanics in each of these games
Sure.
already. Push Fight is kind of one of those abstract strategy games. You know, there's the black side, the white side. Spyfall is a lot of fun because there's a bluffing mechanic. So all of you, so there are different locations in this game, and I'm not going to break that. And all of you are on the same location, and the spy is at the different location. So you're asking each other, oh, if you're all here, but I'm the spy. I don't know that, so I'm gonna be like, how's the food at your location? So I'm gonna ask you these questions.
Oh.
You're gonna deduce, like I'm gonna deduce where you guys are, and you're trying to figure out who's the spy. So if you're if I don't know what the
Right.
restaurant is, and I'm asking you weird questions, like at the bank, like there's no food at the bank.
There's
If you're all at the-
lollipops
Right,
sometimes.
exactly. So that's
Yeah.
how you're gonna out yourself. So you have to ask these questions that inform you, but while also staying vague because that might out you as a character.
Sure.
It's a lot of fun. So bluffing mechanic, ladies and gentlemen, is also a favorite of our chat room players, and it is just kind of hilariously misogynistic. I'm just gonna read the back for you guys. Yeah, have you played this game?
No.
Okay.
I just like the sound of misogyny. In games.
I
It's
like
gonna be
the
really
sound
fun.
of. Well, okay, look at the cover art first of
The
all.
sound of misogyny.
Chat room, look at this. There's like women. They're like, ooh, yes,
Ooh.
yes.
Ooh,
And right here, this is plunge into the heart of the Victorian era and is part of a team. Take on the roles of highly fashionable ladies and gentlemen. As the men play the stock market, the
sure.
women peruse boutiques in search of the latest essential fashion items.
Can we have a fainting couch, please?
You will not want to be the laughingstock of London at the upcoming balls. So this is, it's kind of a hilarious possibly misogynist.
Have you ever
Definitely.
played that though?
So I really want to play. We should play this on the channel.
It's funny because so somebody takes on the role as the man and trying to
Yeah.
make money,
Right.
and then the woman trying to get the lives
I like
stuff.
the
Right.
I like
But
the
it doesn't matter
location
which gender.
mechanic.
I like
Sometimes
this.
men
If
sex
we
women.
could,
Right.
it'd be nice if we
And
could
you have to play
flavor these
all the
locations
characters.
Real RP style, yeah.
Absolutely.
more relevant to us.
Oh my god.
We could
Voices
just
must
say,
be a component
like,
of this game.
this is
Oh,
a vote.
I mean, that could also be an art thing. Is like we could
I think
draw
you know
some
what,
of
I'm gonna
these,
add
Oh, differently?
you know, and maybe even paste them like
Full RP.
Oh,
on
shit.
that somehow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So one
add
thought that I had
voices
was-
to the wheel. When people,
On
if
this
we
side.
if it lands on the pie piece that says voices, people who play the game they must use voices.
Assume the character.
You must use
with your
voices.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. It's pretty fun.
Last week we had a lot of fun making Viking voices. It was a game about rage.
This is gonna be great.
So,
We can do that,
anyways,
Yeah.
Maybe I'll wear the shark costume.
Yeah.
what are you guys looking at?
So we were looking at these locations,
Yes.
and we kind of like them better than Bank 3.
Bank
and
3.
Oscar Copy
Yes.
5.
And then also, so there are cards that match up with those locations.
Oh, that would
So
be cool as well.
we can find them. Like this is the hospital, and then this is the casino. This is the day spa. So if maybe this could be incorporated. I like these silhouettes of. I guess these are the ladies, right?
Those
Oh,
look
yeah.
like
From
pretty,
ladies. So
pretty
that's
cool.
really unique. So we got push fight. We have Spyfall, and then Archer. How are we gonna incorporate? Let's maybe with the tokens or the character cards.
So, what do we have? There are events here. They're probably all specific to, blue challenges. I don't know if we're
I
gonna
feel
have
like
any
these
blue
would be
challenges.
the best
Yeah, maybe
potential.
tokens.
Because they're spy, like look at people, right?
Kind of
Absolutely.
spies, right? Archer?
ISIS.
This says
It's
control
ISIS.
room, bullpen, Mallory's office. I guess we don't have to use the words necessarily.
We could at least use the dice, right?
Oh, they're dice? Just use the dice from the Archer game.
Right.
Perfect.
Totally. Actually, did you guys know, for any fans of the show, a lot of these characters are based off of real people. So Lana's actually a waitress. Like
My friend Sam Ellis designed the character.
Oh, interesting.
He's
so
a real nice
Use
guy.
this as a
tell the chat
tracker
the
for
story because I
something.
think
Yeah,
it's
let's
kind of
do
interesting.
Oh yeah, well,
'Cause
we
there's
just
a
did a couple
Proper hand track.
couple
yeah.
conventions together, me and Sam Ellis. He was just a great guy. He helped me set up my booth, and he's real down to earth, real great artist.
I saw like a picture of Pam, who is like actually somebody at their office, and
Yeah.
it looks just like Pam. So
Yes.
I thought it was pretty.
Somebody's
Pretty
walking around
interesting.
with Archer's face.
Oh, this is a tough one with the board because it's abstract. Maybe these pieces should like be represented with these locations. Like maybe we could map these locations on the board.
I think your idea of using that as an overworld, and maybe we can make
Yeah.
more of a sub map, like for different locations that we might go to.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
all right.
Inception-y, but I like the idea that maybe this is the outskirts of a city, and then that this is maybe the interior or a building or something. I
Sure.
guess we've got locations that are all over the city, so we could do like
Also,
more.
It's the corporation and like the surrounding.
So you're infiltrating the city and the corpse.
This
or the
guy's
corp.
counting the money
Soren
over
has
here.
been doing a lot of work
Yeah.
over there. Soren's
And,
the designated banker, the
and
most
that's-
fun position in Monopoly.
Exactly. And this money is really cool looking. I'm just gonna put it under the top-down camera so they can see.
That's the most genteel.
Yeah, it is.
money.
It's pretty awesome money. I didn't know money looked like that in the Victorian era, but explains a lot.
So we're thinking about using this from the Archer game as some sort of tracker for
okay.
something.
Sure.
That's some good design.
Yeah, well,
This
I mean,
will be
maybe
good
if-
for something.
Maybe if the point of the game is like an information gathering,
Sure.
because you're a detective,
You
right?
are gathering.
I mean, you could advance along this, and maybe
Sure.
we have those as your representation in the world, and like some of these
These
as
are
your
little
representation
chits
on here.
of info.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
You
you throw them on there just like that. I got a
Such good
15
job.
and an 8. Is that good?
Yeah,
I think
it's the RNG.
Do you like these ideas?
I
The
do like
tracker
these
thing?
ideas. Last week we had a game where there was like little marbles at fan holes, so players had to blow the marbles.
That's
into the
cool.
hole.
I like stuff
That's
like
creative.
that.
Something-
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe like this. Is there gonna be like a boss? I mean, the game.
Oh, like
so the
getting
theme,
to
The theme is noir, so like maybe that could be
Killer.
right? Like you're getting closer and closer to the suspect
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
that kind of thing, like hit points. I don't know. It's just
Yes.
throwing these ideas out there.
Sure. No, that sounds good. Or the secret.
Yes.
The secret.
You
Even more
discovered
secret.
the secret.
Big is better.
Play Trundle Buddy and the Ghostly Wife Phylactery to find out what that is.
Sunday.
So we haven't opened this.
No,
right?
that's the
No,
Oh,
board.
that's the board.
That's
for
right
that.
here.
Okay.
But there's also pieces if you want to
I do-
reveal more.
I want nothing
Fine.
more
Reveal
than
more.
Strange oblongs and cubes.
And I think you're itching to do some art.
I
So
am.
just
Yeah.
a reminder, guys. $25 to spin the
God, these
wheel.
are fantastic.
We could make her
I
art
mean, these are definitely locations, right?
a lot.
Sure.
Make art squares.
It's almost like they're part of the same game.
So maybe as an incentive, draw some sample art for like a location or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Then
here.
people know what they're getting.
Yeah. What they're making.
You know?
My
give,
patrons.
You gotta give them that taste.
Yeah.
You could also draw in the front here, but you'd have to kind of.
Oh, okay.
Is there a
Oh, I
top?
don't want to obscure.
Yeah,
Because
there
that's
is.
top
It's
down
just-
That's why I was there.
Yeah.
It's dead
Let me see
center,
if
so
I can-
we're...
Well, I'm
So-
I'm
Without
comfortable with
obscuring-
you staying here too, though. Whatever
Okay.
you want.
Come on over here.
Yeah,
shift
just
away.
stay here.
Come on over here
on that
and
side?
draw
Yeah.
the top
Okay.
down.
Right.
Be in the optimal place for what you're
Yes.
doing.
So what locations do we actually want? Is a university good?
Of course.
University. Are these students?
So,
We were messing up this whole.
What if we do an Archer mashup where the Archer characters are in this universe, like this Victorian?
Oh, I think
Is
that's a
that
really
Buddy
good.
game?
So the Trundle Buddy characters are Victorian, so robot. Yeah, that's what we already.
We also have to incorporate the theme. So if there's
Noir, yeah.
Right.
No, so we are
Noir.
okay. We are infiltrating Trundle Corp as two rival private detectives. There's Noir.
Okay.
Is that good?
All right, that sounds good. Add a femme fatale, and you're
Absolutely
Yeah.
no.
You're ready.
It's
There
so it's
are
like
two femme fatales.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah.
So these are our two
so
femme
it's like
fatales.
Apple versus Microsoft.
Pink
Yeah.
and
Like
pinky.
Trundle Corp versus.
Pink and pink, less pink.
Yes.
More orange pink.
The more gender normative, the better.
Okay. Okay.
So I shouldn't choose that.
So we have Pink and Pinky.
Yeah.
We got two detectives. Where are the detectives?
What are those detectives?
I
I could
guess
draw
those would
them.
have to be
Detectives.
Yeah.
icons.
Yeah, you can make
Could those be
detective
icons?
cards.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are we supposed to hit a certain amount of players for this game? Is
So
two
it
too
has to be
few?
able to be played within our kind of restraints. So I'm afraid of too many, but
So
it,
two's
Okay.
good. Two's good.
Two's
then.
okay.
Okay. All right.
we usually go for like between 3 and 6 is
Between
average.
three and six.
Yeah, but
It
two
would
is,
make sense-
Two would be fine.
I think it's probably cool if you start on either sides of the board
Yeah.
Sure.
to
That
go
would be
into the
cool.
center. All right.
Okay, so are the two detectives maybe like the dark and the light, or I don't know? We got
Sure.
Pam there, Archer.
This should be probably...
Mallory.
No, we should...
How about
maybe
these little
use-
ones? Is that good?
That doesn't feel
There's
differentiated
There's
enough.
only one anyway.
Why don't we
so.
use these guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a couple of these.
Choose your
Okay.
character.
Choose your character.
You got Pam.
All right. Fan favorite.
And we're not going to be gender normative.
No. Gender
Femme fatales can be a man.
I like this guy. He's an
masks,
asshole.
we tell.
And then also we have
him.
I don't
Wait,
know
you did
these
in yellow
pieces
instead?
here.
You flipped him over, right?
That say like
Okay.
Emporium, Victorian, Spencer, Queen Shop. They
No,
seem
they're
like
all different
adjectives.
colors.
Maybe they could be modifiers.
Yeah.
So these are some pieces from Ladies and Gentlemen.
Okay.
That's cool.
Victorian.
Victorian.
So these are like locations. Emporium.
Oh yeah, those
Shop.
are locations.
All these different like accessories too that like characters
Oh,
can have on
right.
them.
And they have currency on them too.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a fan.
You can
so
buy.
money's going to come into
I'm gonna
play,
start
right? If we
doing
want
this.
this.
Yeah.
Can we make
Panic.
It
all
sounds like
of
they
those
want to use
weapons?
money.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
These are secret weapons.
Yes.
Not
Weapons
actually
like
A fan.
a fan, a shoe, a purse.
So what are you drawing there?
Oh, here I'm drawing Dick Tracy,
Look what I've
but
made.
Trundle Buddy, our main character in our game.
Oh, cool.
So
Look
he's
at
just
that.
a private
It's a
robot.
game, right? Look at it.
That
Thank
looks
you
like a-
for
a
hosting
game.
Silly Sunny. It's really appreciated. Thank you for hosting Grab Bag. By the way, you're watching Grab Bag, a show where we make a new board game from existing board games. Thanks for watching. $25 to spin the
How
wheel
was somebody writing that?
and bamboozle our guests. So if you want, you can kind of turn it around when you're done drawing and make sure
okay.
they can see it not upside down.
Is it
Sure.
facing? I see.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Oh.
That's how
play
cameras
towards
work.
this way.
Oh, okay.
Decently bamboozled.
Do it this way.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
So it sounds like 2 players, 2
Two players start on
detectives.
either side,
Okay.
probably. We got locations in the mix. We got a tracker for something towards a secret or a boss.
Maybe we should have a little like setup. Like
Yeah.
maybe you draw a card to kind of pick the scene of the crime from Spyfall. And then maybe we could draw some Archer cards to pick out the suspect or the victim.
Sure.
That kind of thing?
Sure. Let's see.
These all have his face on it.
Insult.
That's
Ego boost. Double ego boost.
But we also have the tokens. That could be another thing where you could just grab a token.
Yeah.
And
Those could be tokens we stack on this tracker board. I think that would work okay.
yeah, we have these kinds of tokens, and we also have the Archer tokens.
I think the Archer tokens are going to be your character.
Okay, so our players.
Players, yeah.
Okay, and are we going with some kind of victim, suspect,
Yeah, what's your?
perpetrator
I think
kind
we're like, what are we doing? We're trying to find.
I like the idea of infiltrating a facility to
Yeah.
get its
Okay.
secrets, whatever those may be.
Yes.
Ooh.
And then
There should be
perhaps
some
depending
kind
on
of-
what the secret is, there might be a mechanic associated with then like dealing with it. Like you find like, oh, they've got a prisoner, or like you need to turn in the information to the authorities because it's so bad.
Sure.
Or some mechanic
What
that
What if it's just the inhabitants of that Trundle Corp trying to knock you down while you're getting secrets? So there's not like
Sure.
a second phase to the game. We're just trying to get that secret. And
Right.
We've got these shadowy figures
okay.
hidden behind blinds
Um,
in high contrast light.
What about a bribe mechanic where you have to
Ooh.
collect
Mr. Money Guy over
Jewelry.
here.
Yeah, so I
That's
want to
a good
get that
idea.
money back in there.
Yeah.
to get information? You
How
have
about,
to
okay, yeah. What?
Trade.
Or maybe that's one of the ways of dealing with the thugs inside a Trundle Corp. Is you can pay them off or fight them. Is that good?
That sounds all right.
Yeah.
For people who don't know what you're talking about, can you just describe the?
Oh, I'm just naming our
Yeah.
corporation.
Exactly.
So people are probably jumping into the chat, right?
Right, so
And
they're
have
gonna be
no
drifting
idea
in
what
and out.
Trundle Corp is. Just the name of the corporation from our video game, Trundle Buddy and the Ghostly Wife Phylactery. They are known for making appliances with legs exclusively. So there could very easily be walking.
Oh, like this guy.
Yes.
Awesome.
There's Trundle
Yeah.
Buddy. That's the main character from the game.
Oh, awesome.
Who suddenly learns only the word drive and Koreans across the United States blowing up Wi-Fi towers.
Oh, interesting. So it's
Bad
a
Wi-Fi
driving
towers.
game.
Yes,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
robots
Cool.
and ghosts.
I like
It is
it.
a combat runner.
So
use
this
that
game
card.
that we're trying to create here,
Challenge sex. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We will be using
Just that
challenge
card.
sex.
Just challenge sex.
challenge sex.
Yes.
That's how you deal with
Sex
the guards.
difficulty rating 8.
That's
That's great.
That
Challenge
sounds
sex
pretty-
or challenge guns.
Are
Those
there
are your
a lot
options.
of challenges in?
yeah. I would like
Sex
more
and- sex and
challenges.
violence.
Actually, we have
Can we have challenges?
we have a whole deck full of them.
So-
as a
Oh
matter
my
of fact.
God.
maybe.
I love
Okay,
it.
so that's what you're.
Challenge booze. Like,
This is
that's-
very
that's
good.
on
Okay.
I
theme
have
right
whiskey
there.
for robots. That's
Oh,
his
cool.
voice.
Perfect. Booze.
Yeah.
Booze. Top camera.
Smarts, guns,
Good.
smarts.
All right.
So these are So these are just the everyday challenges you run into as a detective in the near future.
Yep.
Trundle Corp. All right.
Okay.
Challenge booze. Challenge sex. Challenge booze green. Okay.
What is
Challenge
First
personal.
challenge personal?
Nude locker room
Most
fight.
of these
Nude locker room
have
fight.
most of these have naked people.
Right, that's pretty cool.
Like exclusively.
That's pretty
Is it
There's
show?
a lot of
What's the
sex
show
challenges.
rated?
There's different kinds of it. Have you watched Archer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No, what's the rating on this show?
Oh.
Is this okay? Should I draw little bikinis on them?
No, I think the cat's out of the bag.
Okay, cool.
Seems that way. So should we have different difficulty ratings of
People
all
are
these
saying
challenges?
the Archer cards definitely make it interesting.
Yes.
I think we're doing that. I'm
Do
I'm
you
excited.
Can we have-
draw a challenge and then you win? a challenge?
Yeah, I think you have to deal with the challenge in some way, or maybe you get like set back or kicked out of that location or something like
Should
that.
we have characters that are better at one or the other kind of
I think
thing?
that you should be
And
able.
how do you keep track of that?
Yeah, I
Draw
think,
character portraits.
So here, I think that you should start with like a certain amount of money,
Yeah.
and maybe a certain amount of whatever.
Okay.
That helps you deal with like sex challenge, or your
Sure.
character has the
Oh
trait.
yeah, everything
action
can
points.
be solved with money. I
Yeah,
like that idea.
yeah,
I
just
like that
exactly,
idea a lot.
yeah.
If you're not strong or you don't have a weapon, but you've
Right,
got money,
you got to just
Right.
pay
Really?
everyone off.
Aren't you just as corrupt
Oh,
as the people
here's
you're
a-
investigating?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Here's
what
an
noir's
idea.
about. Everyone's bad.
Here's an idea from Sagetopian. You could have encounters that the detective plays, which are interactions with the other players. If the detective can't solve the case or gets killed at the end, determined by their planned actions before the game starts.
I'm gonna have to parse this. If encounters the detective plays, which are interactions with the other players. The detective. The other detectives?
Right.
Okay.
I like the
detective
idea that you
can't
can challenge sex
Oh yeah.
your foe.
Yeah. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
Oh, and that's
Look what I did. Boom.
Isn't that? That's exactly what the folks in noirs do to their rivals, right? Challenge sex.
That sounds right.
Drink with them until one passes out, and then you can. I don't know.
So one thing that
Steal
I
their
like
stuff.
to do, I don't know if you guys do this over at Spite.House Games, is role play my ideas. So
Sure.
like right now, maybe two people are pretending to be players of the game. Any volunteers? Any volunteers?
Yes, me.
Okay,
And
I-
Austin.
Sure. We
All
can,
right. So
yeah.
you two will play, and so I'll turn the board because that was the idea, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And is this how we're gonna set up the board, or we're
Sure, that's fine.
okay?
That's probably easiest.
All right, because we're about half an hour into the show. So okay, it sounds like first step, set up the board.
First step, set up the
Dude.
board. So
Okay, and then next, choose your characters.
choose your characters. I
All
will
right.
be Alana because that's a name that I remember.
Oh, good beard man.
All right.
Beard man.
I think
So
maybe I do
then,
that.
where do you
Sure.
place them?
I think
like,
you place them
just kinda
either
behind
right
this
here
line.
or right there.
All
so
right.
So possibly we shouldn't put everything on here immediately. Maybe you discover.
I think you
and
discover.
maybe
Yeah.
the corporation is in a random spot each time. There's a mechanic for.
Oh, so you're just wandering around the city. It's so dense that you can't find.
It's
There's
such,
so many.
it's such
wait,
an awful future utopia.
There's so many shadows, right? Noir.
That's also
Yeah,
true.
Fine,
it's,
right.
it's
That's
so
it. Yeah,
dark
that's right.
everywhere.
It's so
that-
dark. Everything's black and white. You
Yeah.
can't see anything. It's very mysterious.
Yes.
I need to add
So
one.
maybe when you
should we
land,
build a deck of
Oh, we had
all the encounters like on the board that you draw from
Well, there's
randomly?
So,
a
yeah,
deck of
that's-
challenges right here
I
already.
think- I
Booze
think-
and sex.
I think at a location you should draw a location card and a challenge card, and we'll role play that.
Yes.
And see where
Okay.
that gets us.
So, are you doing the game in rounds? Do you guys take turns, or is
I
it
think-
cooperative?
Would it be cool if you do it at the same time? No, it
No,
wouldn't.
like
It
escape,
wouldn't.
like you just
Definitely
play
wouldn't.
as fast as
Yeah.
you can.
And we're just screaming over each other while we play.
I do this to you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing that to me. That's great.
Key.
Yeah. Okay, let's. Where are the locations?
The locations are these guys.
I have
right?
like 15 amusement parks.
Well, I think they're all in little decks.
Somebody
probably only
was
need one of
just asking about the shark suit. It is an option on the wheel.
you gotta spin that board.
Guess who gets
Spin
to
the
wear it?
wheel is $25. $25, spin the wheel, and you can bamboozle
It's just a
us
spy.
for your
So,
entertainment.
do we just want one of each location, probably?
Yeah, so we got a
Please
military base, amusement park,
Wheel?
university.
I'm
Not
afraid
the
of
wheel, but
sharks.
it's
I have a
fine.
fear of
How
sharks.
many are there?
To become a
But
shark.
it's cuddly. It's like left shark.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you think.
I mean, we don't need
I promise.
Okay.
I promise
as many
from
as
the
there
bottom
are
of my heart.
spaces. I think sometimes you hit on a space and just like,
There's nothing there.
there's nothing here.
So if there's nothing there, how
If
are
there's
we determining
nothing-
if
Somebody
there's nothing there?
asked a great question in the chat room. So should everyone be a detective then, or should everyone be detectives so they can try to throw each other off the trail? So is there a bad guy?
There
in
could
here?
be a bad guy.
A bad
we could
player?
have like a.
Is it known or unknown?
Unknown unknowns.
Should there be?
I would think we would need more players then.
Well,
And then
definitely.
We could do.
like a-
Hey, there. I could roleplay
I mean,
too.
there's-
Yeah.
I like being
options,
bad.
Yeah, you can
So
have
is it like
Do you? Do
you
you
can have two detectives or one detective, and then you have two people who are playing femme fatales, and they're both maybe have different goals.
Yay, misogyny.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, it could
More.
just
We do have
be
Pink and
a
Pinky
like
here.
We do.
kind of Battlestar style, like one person's secretly bad and actually
What?
working as
Yeah.
for the corporation.
What if it's like the? Oh, you mean like one person is the
Cylon.
the Cylon? Is that more?
Romanor.
Yeah, or we could also have the just mastermind CEO of the corporation trying to.
So there's like a dungeon
there's
master kind of role?
Yeah, or at least they have the option to like throw in some nonsense to throw you off.
Right.
A fake Maltese Falcon. Noir.
It's a good one.
Do people know
So-
noirs?
Oh, Cassie.
So Cassie is obviously a very talented artist, and I was thinking maybe we're getting a little hung up on mechanics, and your guys' game, Trundle Buddy,
Is about art only, no mechanics.
I'm gonna remember all those words by the end of this show. Maybe. So I was just thinking in noir, you know how like there's those kind of like creepy, funny, and it's kind of been parodied descriptions of people like
Yeah.
she was sitting before me.
Yeah.
and, like,
The
she was
flowery
so
language,
vanilla.
yeah.
You know, like that
Oh
kind
my
of thing.
god, but literal.
Yeah. So maybe like
Oh my God.
maybe you draw those
Those,
kind
like
of
literal
characters.
metaphors for
yeah.
people.
And then maybe the
Yeah.
game could be about describing what's on the card, so nobody else can kind of,
Oh, I can-
you know, or something like that.
Yeah,
I
something
don't
like-
know.
That could be a cool mechanic.
But then we have to
So-
incorporate all this other shit. So.
Yeah. Right.
Sounds like something you could
That's
layer
gotta-
on top of all
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
Do you guys like that?
I do like that. That sounds
Can I look
hard
up-
for Cassie to draw fast. But are
I
you
do
saying
it.
that these are drawn pre-game?
Yeah,
And
like
then you describe
yeah,
them.
they're kind of like she maybe since we donation wants to spin the wheel. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, I gotta add some more. Here we go. Grab that,
Hashtag Ren Rocky wants you to spin the wheel.
Something bad gonna happen.
Yeah, something terrible. The music
All right,
suggests.
So
Yeah.
would you like to spin? Give it a good hard spin.
Do a good job.
Like Price is Right. I felt
Yeah.
this week. You need to go like.
No, it was great.
That was perfect.
All right.
because-
Voices.
My favorite. Thanks, Cassie. Thank
Thank
you.
you for the donation.
Appreciate
$25 to spin the wheel again.
That's voices for when people have to play the game,
Oh, right.
Right,
Yeah.
not now
Okay.
yet. But
Yes.
We're gonna.
we're also
Sure,
role
sure.
playing.
We are going to role play.
Yeah.
We could use this now.
It
But
would help with character development.
I think that kind of reaffirms that idea. Maybe we should go with the,
Yeah.
smooth talking.
Yeah, she came
Yeah.
in and
Yeah. she
3
came
streets
in.
to the wind. Legs didn't quit.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
Exactly.
What doesn't quit that I could have her legs be?
Perpetual motion
Every
machine.
single thing in Trundle Buddy has legs.
Well, he's already here. I need a like a robot femme fatale.
Yeah, of course. Everyone's a
Like
robot.
Jessica Rabbit.
A toaster.
Oh, how about okay? So
That's the sexiest appliance.
The toaster, of course.
Yeah.
I liked your guys' idea of a two-player game.
Mm-hmm.
One detective is doing this description, and the other one has to guess or kind of find which one the other detective is describing. But you have to use this language, so it's very
Oh.
hard.
So, what about there are different femme fatales, and you have to
Okay.
identify which one is like
sure.
good or bad, or like the one that did something bad. So I'm gonna draw a series of femme fatales, each
Okay.
with different characteristics.
Like Guess
Okay.
Who?
Yeah, like Guess Who or something, or yeah.
You have about an hour.
Sure, I can do
We've been
that.
doing this
Okay.
for an hour.
So
Can I look up like metaphors that Noirs have used for
yeah,
women?
definitely.
Let me do that.
Just gonna go to the
So
Wikipedia.
how are we
We don't
going?
need to have
How are
like
we
a
gonna
bank of words.
incorporate this stuff?
So the way we were going is that we go to a location and discover it, right?
Okay.
We don't know what the location is until we get
Sure.
there. So we have this like whole set of location cards.
Okay.
And maybe you're saying that like there has to be a description of the stuff that happens there.
Yeah, I
Like,
like
if you-
this idea of a describing kind
Yeah.
of game.
So what if you draw a location and a
She's drawing a lot of things here.
no, literally draw.
Oh,
draw like a card.
location
Yeah.
card.
Withdraw.
Yeah. And then you have to describe the challenge in that location as a noir narration.
Oh,
So it's like
maybe.
a balderdash.
Oh, dude, maybe she has to draw the victim of. Right. So right now it's airplane sex.
Yeah.
Airplane sex.
So Mile High
Or the
Death Club.
or the perpetrator? Which one?
Perpetrator makes more sense.
Perpetrator.
That's what you're trying to maybe
So,
This is
figure
a
out.
so if you're like
Okay.
tracking the perpetrator the whole way.
So you have to come up with some kind of or should they be pre-made so that you can draw kind of
I want to draw as much as possible, and I want to draw as many ridiculous things as possible. Like, I would like to draw a series of murder victims. So I could draw 5 murder victims or 5
Came in here with an
females.
agenda.
Okay.
Maybe the chat can tell me good metaphors that they know of, like how to
Like 2
describe
scoops
how-
of ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Vanilla.
I need ideas.
PWJB, what did you like? He said a lot of
He
stuff.
said I liked that a while ago, and,
And,
there's a slight
He also,
delay.
he or
Okay.
she also said femme fatales could potentially be the ones holding the most power in the setting. I don't see them as a bad trope.
Right.
Which is
Absolutely.
Yeah.
true.
Mysterious and powerful.
But you don't know. That's the mystery.
So are we saying we have 4 players now? Then?
No,
If there
I
are
think
two
there's
femme
still
This is a mess.
there's 2
Oh,
players,
consolidate bags.
and to set up a round, we draw a location
And a challenge.
and a challenge, but they also sound like they could be kind of a crime, like booze, guns.
Guns is a crime.
Okay.
Booze is a crime.
Yeah, or yeah.
Yeah.
It's a crime that involves
Being smart
oh
is a crime.
smarts. Smarts. I love the card for this. I don't know if the chat room can see this. Challenge.
I kind of
Smarts.
see those challenges as maybe something that you more have in your hand that you can play in given like.
Oh, like I challenge you
guns
to
and booze
smarts
is maybe
and
something that
sex.
happens to you, but smarts is like something that you can use.
Okay.
Do
we
you
can
guys want to
that.
sort through the deck?
We'll do that.
real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It'd
So
be very
you
smart.
guys were role playing. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's
Um,
fine.
And then it sounds like you're working together, like a buddy cop movie or something like that.
I think it's probably more competitive. Like you want to be the first one
Right.
to get
Right.
the information for your client or
Right.
find the killer for your reputation, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Could you get challenges to spend by defeating them? Is that a way
Defeating-
to, like if you encounter and overcome a guns challenge, you found a gun, you got a revolver now that you can
And
pull
you
out
just
of
get
your-
a guns challenge? That seems like you would just be feeding the same cards.
No,
in
you,
and
then
out.
you were saying you use those on other.
Right. Oh, I see. So you
Characters,
get them
yeah.
from challenges, but you can
Yeah.
use them on other people.
And
I'm
if-
not following you guys. Can you catch me up, please?
Yeah, so I'm just thinking that like we could say that you just defeat these and they go away.
Right.
But instead of having like 2 decks that have sort of the same challenges in them and like
Mm-hmm.
using them on other people, maybe if you defeat a booze challenge, which is like
With
you
money?
overcame your temptation to drink that entire bottle of whiskey that you found on the airplane, then you can like throw it in some other guy's face when you meet up with him. Later.
So you're just counting money here. Come on.
Someone's just counting money.
Join
Come
the
in here.
conversation.
Opinions.
Please.
Come in here.
Please.
So we do need to think of a way in which all that garbage I just said aside, we do need to think of a way of how you overcome a challenge and what
Sure.
that actually means.
Yeah.
And is that the description thing? He was talking.
Oh.
Yeah, the narration. I like that too. Maybe is there a little bit of like voting going on
well-
over like did you do that well or
Whoa,
not?
this is graphic sex here.
Yes.
I was thinking, so maybe there are like two things. One is you both work at the same firm, so you have to work together.
Okay.
But you kind of want to one up each other
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this detective firm, right?
Yes.
So sometimes you take turns describing the.
Do you narrate for the other character?
I think like
wow.
for example, like if you
Yeah.
saw her, you would describe her to him,
Gotcha.
and then he would have to try to guess something correctly about her, I guess,
Or maybe
recreate.
like roll to learn, or based on how well he thinks you described her, like
Right.
something.
And I think maybe you guys get money from that because they're clients, right?
Sure.
She's drawing victims, right?
Sure.
And then I'm guessing that you will use this money to defeat other challenges.
Okay.
So there's actually kind of two modes of play here where you can get money and also one-up each other within your own firm with these challenges of personal, booze, and sex.
Right. So the more challenges you complete, the better you're doing.
Get away from me.
Sure.
I'm coming to give you food.
No, I'm not allowed to.
Oh, I could smell that from across the room.
You want some french fries, guys?
Oh my god, no. Thank
Are you
you.
sure?
Yes.
I like the description stuff. I would love it if it could be codified a little bit more than just like say things.
Do we have time for that?
I don't know.
I also would like that, but I think
Like the
that-
ideal
kind of
thing
like a
would be right if there was
charades
like 20 words or something, and what you had in your
Right.
bank of words
So,
was
like,
like what
what
you
if-
could
if
describe.
you look
or-
at these cards, we've got like different colored dresses. I don't know. These could be useful.
What if you have like just a stack of these cards and you have to draw from all three of them, and then you have to say like, I stepped into the amusement park. It was 12:05 p.m. There was a couple having sex on a park bench, drinking some whiskey, and blah blah blah. Like, what if you had to just put all that stuff improv style into like a noir narration?
Oh my god, that's
To,
a
like-
good game. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
I'm eating and I have french fries. So,
And
This is the point of the show where we eat french fries.
sorry.
And we,
does that mean
And
you
we
like
freak
the
out.
idea?
I
Oh my
like
God.
it because it solidifies the
It
narration
makes
stuff
you
a
have to
little
do
bit.
a thing.
I'm eating,
Yeah.
I need a french
Becomes-
fry.
How many other
Basically
cards
don't
like
get
this
to
do we
eat.
have?
I'm gonna
Do we have
count
other
from
ones?
Like
one to six.
varieties.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
because like these all have numbers on them.
Uh-huh.
If
Anyways.
you got points for every card that you were able to tie into the narrative.
Yeah, I like that.
You're building up, so
Yeah.
you know the location gives you some points, but then each challenge has
Hi,
more points that
Gina.
you stack on top.
This is good, guys.
Oh, do you want a corner rounder?
We got
I
those.
have one.
Really? It's fine.
Okay, so
And a pinch.
we should probably choose how hard a thing is. I don't even know what personal means.
Personal.
It's personal. This is personal.
No, this time it's personal.
They
Since
were
your
lost in
first
thought.
hour is up in about 10 minutes,
Yes.
can I recommend to you to do kind of concentric design? So just focus on one.
We are focusing on that narration thing because I like it.
Okay.
And it is cool.
So
Thank you,
if,
chat,
if
for
we
making
can
us spin that.
create a full gameplay loop.
We're getting there right now.
Yeah.
I think that we've got it. We're gonna draw. So we're saying that we're gonna draw as many of these things, locations. We can say locations are worth this much. Challenges are worth this much. Maybe you can draw descriptors like the kind of clothes they're wearing or something
Ooh,
like
gloves
that.
and an ugly
Gloves and-
dress.
yeah, and so if you can work
Is
all
that the only
that,
two options?
if you can work all that stuff in, and I think there should be. Here is where I would love you to come in.
Okay.
You can call Nah on
Nah.
that's what
Nah.
we're gonna call it. It's in the rules.
It's like, nah, dog.
Like that doesn't fly with me. That it does not sound like a noir movie, and so
Yeah.
they will not get to use that. Like if they just threw in like, oh, also somebody was smart. Then
She's the
you
arbiter
just throw
of
that out.
noirness. Yeah.
All
So
right,
it
chat
is
room.
come-
Thank you for voting on noir. I will be the noir
Nah
gatekeeper.
or yeah,
Yeah.
nar.
Nah, that's not noir.
yeah.
That ain't noir.
Nar.
Okay, so let's choose what we actually want to use
Mm-hmm.
as cards. I don't think these numbers mean anything. I think you just get like more. You can just throw stuff in.
You think it's just 1-to-1 points?
Because I don't know why like one sex would be harder than another
Right.
one.
Sure.
Harder.
PWJB has kind of a good suggestion. The number of cards you're drawing could depend on the client. The more difficult cases could need more cards to be used.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's
and so
not a
if you
bad
complete one, you get more money, but it's also
Right.
harder to
That puts
describe.
a limit on the number of cards you
This is
can
good.
use too, which is
Thank you, PWBJJB.
You can have a director character go meta and have the game be producing a noir movie. Hey!
That's pretty good.
That's not
Sure,
a bad
yeah.
idea.
Can we roll the
Oh,
clock
man,
back an
that's
hour?
great.
Yeah. Can we start over? That's pretty cool.
Sure.
I mean, we can say that. Well, we have the you as the
The noir,
noir
director.
director.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
great.
who did noirs?
We're with Capital Pictures.
Who did noirs?
Who directed noirs?
Noir directors.
Cecil B. DeNoir.
Did noir.
Specific.
Good noir.
Okay. So we're using.
So we're using
this.
challenges.
Help me.
yep.
Put these together. Booze, sex,
Okay.
sex, guns, guns.
You think they wanted to be
Here,
separate
look.
decks?
There you go. I think that we just want a certain amount of each one, so
Got
let's
it.
just make stacks.
And then
This is scintillating, I know, guys. Watching.
So, how many? We're with the 2 players still?
I think that 2 players is good. I mean, there really could be as many as you want now.
But
Two
just so
sounds
that
good.
you can kind of go through a trial run.
Yeah.
There's 2 players
2 players and a noir.
and a noir.
A nar.
Noir. That's right. I'm like
A director.
I'm like Orson Welles.
Very good.
Norells.
Yes.
Norson Wells.
Mine was. Wait.
Orson Welles.
Norson Wells.
No Orson.
I said
right,
it first. I
Welles.
said it first. I got that
I
part.
enunciated it properly.
Mark it. Count it.
Ooh, the femme fatale.
I like this music.
know,
Can we
like,
really
emerge.
crank this up?
Right.
Like,
Can you
yeah.
to sort cards?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, just for the card sorting.
Thank you, Joe.
That'll make this. Oh man, you guys should have gotten some like noir lighting. in
Black and
here,
white. Can we
like-
make this black and white right now?
Yeah.
The theme is voted on like an hour
No, I
before
got you.
the show.
Nice.
So
what determines the challenge level of the
Yeah. So
Encounter.
color and size of block?
so like
Sure.
As they all represent locations?
Maybe. Well, how do you draw? Is it like random, or do you take a case, or does this have any bearing on anything?
Maybe we
Maybe
use
roll-
that as like
here,
a
look.
randomizer or some
Roll
kind.
dice.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Is that
Oh, I was thinking you maybe roll it on this. And
oh my gosh.
something about where you
Because like,
land.
well, if you get 15, you have to include 15 things.
Sounds terrible.
That does. How about up to 6? I got a 6.
So, somebody said a noirator, which I think is pretty good.
That's also
The
good.
noirator.
Also the right answer.
And then if you're
Noirator.
going 1 versus 1 with a director, you can cycle is what roll, kind of like apples to apples. That could be a possibility too.
Oh, so it's 2-player? Yeah, you just go
So
back and
there's like
forth.
a judge of the round.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But
then
your
there's-
opponent is the judge?
Yeah.
just like-
Yeah.
That doesn't seem fair,
No.
What if you're competing against others to tell the better
Yeah.
story, like apples to apples, like you,
Right, but who's deciding what's a better story?
the arbiter?
There's
The
an
judge.
arbiter.
There's, like,
There's a
neutral.
noirator.
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
Noirator.
Yes.
but they're noir
All right.
neutral.
So we got locations as well. There should probably only be one of each location because there are
Yeah.
like a million of these. Where there's all in those baggies and stuff.
How are you guys using the board in the game?
So I think that doesn't matter as much anymore. Like
When you win telling
well-
the story, you advance, right?
That
Can that
sounds
be a
good.
so
So you reach
so you're
the
here doing a
center.
case. Where's the win? Where's the win? The center.
The center.
Solving the crime.
So if you get here and you solve that last crime, you get
the last crime. The city
you get a sphere on top
Free of
of a
crime.
block.
how many locations do we have?
Lots.
Do we have enough to fill every square? on the
Probably
board?
not. There's
Probably.
probably spaces you go to that just wouldn't have anything.
No, I think it
So
gets
we
pretty
also
close
have these
actually.
blank cards. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah. Oh
But
man.
like maybe
I
the
should've-
center
Oh, cool.
can or you can
Yes,
draw.
I need to
these.
draw on these.
Yeah.
Do you want to change these locations into? No, that's not as fun as that. That's much better what you're doing right there.
Big things.
Somebody is asking, is this noir set in Nolines?
New Orleans.
Nolines.
Orleans. New
Nolines.
Orleans.
It.
Yes, it
This
is.
is
Yeah.
good.
There's a military base in New
Somebody
Orleans.
said if there's a director, I think it
Get
would be
those
need to be
locations
a
out,
first
bruh.
to X amount of victories with rotating narrators. That's not bad.
Yeah, rotating.
So it sounds like it's like 1, 2, 3.
This
Three
is the same.
is the magic number here.
Yeah. You have
Okay.
to tell 3 of the best.
Yeah.
Are there a whole bunch of duplicate locations?
Yeah,
Yes.
every baggie has
So just
like, a bunch
just
of the
take
same
one
ones.
from each.
So, I already
bag.
gave you a supermarket.
Do you already have Dayspa?
No. If you pulled it out of a bag that was sealed, I don't have it.
Those are probably.
Maybe I
yeah,
also,
I think that's all of them.
because I think you're missing something from Ladies and Gentlemen, right?
Money. I think
Okay,
that's what you
so
get for
How about-
solving a case.
How about like,
No.
the
You get a hundo.
You can pay off the arbiter somehow if, like, he says,
Oh, that's
okay,
good. I
Johnny
like
told the
that.
best
Yeah.
story, but you have more money than Johnny. You can pay off the narrator and be like, no, mine was better. But so, how do you get the money, though?
I was
the
Get
thinking
the
like
money from
if
cases,
the
but you can spend it to win more, so it's like you're
Yeah.
kind of spending victory points a little bit.
Yeah,
to,
yeah, yeah.
That sounds good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool if the narrator, right? Or no, you guys are narrators, and I'm
Right.
the director.
You're the
right?
director.
I kind of give a budget, right?
Yeah.
So
We're screenwriters.
maybe the more cards you use, the more likely to win, but the more expensive the movie is to make.
Okay.
So the less budget money you have
I like
left
that.
over. So at the end, you may have reached this first, but if you spent more money than the other director,
Yeah.
the other director wins. So there's some kind of tension
That's
there.
cool. What if,
Just like real Hollywood making
Yeah.
noir films.
what if it's very similar to that, but you have a budget for this whole
Sure.
movie that you're
Sure.
shooting, and these are scenes in the
Right.
movie. So if you run out on your way to the end and go over budget, your movie just straight up doesn't get made.
That could be
Sits
good
in the
too.
Warner Brothers line.
That could be good too. We
Vault.
should use the money.
Water
though.
tower.
Money is a big
We
part
will-
of movie making.
We will
It's true.
absolutely.
It's very true. We want
This game is about the old studio system.
When we
And-
used to make noir films with Femme Fatale.
So, are we shuffling all the challenge cards together?
Sure, go. It's gonna be sex every time. There's like 15 more sex.
Do we
than
want to
anything
And-
else.
trim it down so there's an even number?
Probably.
Well, that's what I was doing in those stacks. Did you take them from those stacks?
So do you guys have pieces from every
Here, just shuffle those.
game now?
What if
Yeah,
the-
we totally do.
What if the dice determines your budget?
We said
What are
that
the-
this might determine how many things you get to use. This is like how difficult it is to describe a scene. So I rolled a 4 and I gotta pull 4 different.
But
Oh, you
I
have to incorporate all of those things.
Sorry, how did you want to use money again?
but I liked if the more cards you use, the more likely you are to win.
Right.
But the more expensive your movie.
Okay.
Becomes.
Okay. But
Also, you could roll a 1, and you
the-
can't really describe anything
Right.
with a 1.
sure, that's true.
Yeah, that's really good thinking.
Yeah. And then what are you just throwing out specific elements when you don't like them, like as the director?
I think if it doesn't sound so,
If the whole thing
if you can
sounds-
tie this all in a very noir way
Yeah.
with like 8 cards,
Exactly, yeah.
that's impressive. I'm gonna greenlight that,
I'm gonna green
that
light
movie.
that. Yeah.
But if it's starting to sound like chaotic, like noir in a supermarket, I don't think so.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Or they really have to sell this because
Sure.
that's a tough one.
Sure.
Oh my god.
So I guess you choose how many cards you want to use then,
So,
right?
is this a simultaneous thing where both of the narrators get to pitch their own like movies
I
at the
think-
same
I
I
time?
think
so.
they just
Right.
rotate.
Right.
Yeah, I want to do this.
And then
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
a third party who chooses to,
Right.
to give money to. one
I'm
or
gonna
the
green
other,
light
or-
that
Right.
one.
I'm saying that probably they both get made, but the person that saves money, less cards,
Yeah.
probably gets more money, right?
Sure. So does that mean that the win condition is how much money you have?
Yeah, you want to make your movie and not go over budget.
Yeah.
So doesn't that mean it's probably bad to add a lot of elements because that costs money?
No, but I think you advance.
It's about
Farther.
your ability to improv with less,
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
maybe.
I see.
right?
Isn't it?
You're
True.
spending fewer cards, but you're describing them better. You're
So
fitting
if
them
you
into the
just
theme
straight
better.
up describe just a supermarket.
If you can describe
in
a really dope supermarket and make it sound like noir, then
Because
like
right, and then if there's only 3 steps to it, I think you could wait for the other director to catch up.
right.
And maybe we should do
Should
some
you have
math
to do,
here.
like,
And then,
like
the
this?
person that ends up in the center first kind of gets a bonus for being a blockbuster hit, but you have less leftover budget money, right? So it's kind of like a numbers game, and I don't know how much.
What if you can go to any number of these spaces to
Right.
like add scenes in your storyline? And so if you're weaving together, like if we're
I
saying
think
that
that's complicated. I think we want to keep it with the cards.
no, that I think we'll absolutely keep it with the cards,
Yeah.
but like we can say that you can make a 3-scene movie and end up with like a lot of money left
Right.
over, right? Or you can make this super epic like Orson Welles thing
Right.
and end up with like way over budget.
Sure.
but why would you want to do that?
I
Are you
think.
taking number of scenes?
I think
into
then you're
account
saying
as a win
like,
condition?
yeah. I think that there's probably something about you made the most epic 4-hour, you know.
So if you have the most
Dark
money
shadows.
and the most number of scenes in your movie, then you win.
Yeah, I think that that's probably something like that. That sounds all right.
I feel like we need to incorporate this art too.
Maybe they're the player characters.
Yeah.
Like, this is who you are. Or
We can also make those the characters
Yeah.
that you draw. Like, not draw,
yeah.
draw.
Yeah.
Pull? What's another way to say draw? Illustrate. Yeah.
Choose.
Choose for your scene.
I like it.
Because you can either have a cheap movie or you can win Best Picture. A lot of times, that can be true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
are directors that continue to get work because they're always under
Right.
budget, and then there's these
Yeah.
directors that don't care, but they always win awards.
Right.
Or they are a critical success or a commercial success.
Sure.
Totally.
What if these are the leads in your movie and you always have to work that
Oh,
into the
that I
scenes?
like that.
The young
a lot.
reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Like you get to pick 2 leads for
Are
your
you gonna give
film.
them names? That might be cool.
let me
Please
do
do.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
please give them
Please
names.
do.
These are
Okay.
such.
Okay,
guy
let's
is
make these
characters.
piles. So what are we saying are the different elements? Is there always a prop?
Oh, so is this like the 48 hour a little bit?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we need to have enough stuff, right,
Yeah,
to make
totally.
a scene out
Yeah,
of.
I think a prop, a character,
And
a location, and a challenge.
Sure.
Should there be a
Okay.
minimum number of cards you have to submit, or should it just?
I think minimum 2,
Yeah.
3.
Because someone did say that you could just describe something really well with
Yeah.
one card, and then.
I mean,
maybe we just want to reward that kind of improvisation in
yeah,
this game.
get good.
Yeah, I think
At what
so.
level?
Yeah, right? Better keep it shorter. All right, these are all the locations that I have. Do we want to put dupe locations in or what?
I don't think there's any problem putting duplications in.
Like
Maybe just a couple
each
of
player
each?
has the same like
Oh, the same hand.
pool. Yeah.
Also, I think
I think
if
people-
you're rotating the judge
Yeah.
director, every judge is different, every director is different, every player is different.
Right.
So what may play to me as a
Sure.
best picture
Yeah.
or that kind of thing
Know your
may be
audience.
completely different when you are the judge. So.
Absolutely.
This has started a conversation in the chat room about how many cheap best pictures there actually are. And generally, these high budget just means you had a lot of marketing and special effects, or children, or animals.
I like the idea that the narration is timed. PWJB says.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can't just
PWJB is
ramble
full of
on
good ideas.
forever.
That's
It's
good.
like
Yeah,
a
that's
30-second
really good.
pitch
Sure.
that you have to
Do we
give.
have I wish we had a tinier hourglass like the.
We
Use
have,
a phone.
we have
Yeah.
a phone timer and
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
So we've talked about the directors paying the producer to make their expensive movie, right?
Yeah.
Have we thought about when you rotate roles, the person who was the producer, they get to keep all that money and use it for their film on the next round?
I kind of like that, because what if you draw a bad card, and you aren't very creative on your second film, but it's okay. In the end, you're a good director, and you're going to continue to get work. I'm going to flip this over, guys.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of sand left. Oh my gosh, it's going
I think
down.
we're pretty much there.
Okay.
I think that we've got like number of scenes. I think all we don't have is like to determine exactly how you win. Like what?
I mean,
How much is
You
money
just
worth?
said
And
it,
how
number of scenes versus budget, but there are little is there a mechanic for going over budget or getting more budget? That would probably be good.
Yeah.
What's
that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Talk about that now.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like the bribing the narrator, or not the narrator, the arbiter.
Right.
thing.
Giving them more money.
Yeah.
The producer?
The
Are we calling
producer.
him the producer?
Producer's probably a
Are
good
you
term for
guys
that.
playing the directors or producers?
The characters are alternate between directors and producers. Is that right? Is that what we
I
said?
don't know.
So my understanding was that we were both maybe playing directors who are
Okay.
crafting the
Okay.
film, and that there was a top level
Yeah, yeah,
producer who was like
Right.
basically gonna fund one.
Right,
at the
right,
end
right.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should your budget just be determined by the the number of cards that you use. We're just saying that, right?
Your starting budget?
Or no, the amount of money that you spend.
Yeah.
Is just determined by that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a reminder, you guys, thank you for watching Hyper RPG, a premium live streaming channel focused on digital and analog gaming. This show is called Grab Bag, and we have some very special guests from Spite.House Games. You want to just tell them your name real quick?
Sure. We're Spite.House. This is Cassie Murphy. She's our artist on the game. This is a strange version of our. This is Toots. A very strange version of our main character in the video game, Trundle Buddy and the Ghostly Wife Phylactery. It's a combat runner that is in development right now.
Awesome.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Soren.
I am Austin.
Hello. Yep. We're making a game that is, I think we'll call a.
Yeah, what's the name of our game?
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Let me think on it.
Noiration is a
Noiration.
very good word.
Noiration. I like
Noiration.
that.
That's solid.
It is.
And it incorporates lots of pieces from other games,
Yep.
like Ladies and Gentlemen, Push Fight, Archer, and Spyfall.
Yes.
Cool.
Remember, $25.
where are
Spin
all
the wheel
locations at?
and shake
locations?
things
There
up.
was a cool like
Yes.
piece
Make
of
me wear a
paper
shark
with
suit,
all these
please.
locations.
Oh, that was a Spyfall piece. I don't know if
So I
that's.
feel like
is
there
that
were a lot
this?
more before.
It's this.
Yeah, there are a lot of locations that we don't have cards for.
Well,
That
this is
would be
the
very nice.
Archer box. Spyfall's over there.
Oh, that no wonder.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be fun at the end.
Character that I could do.
A lot of these cards do look the same.
Oh my
There's
god.
like
Okay, can we make sure that we
colors
have
or the
one of
parents
each of
really
Okay,
these?
I'll do that.
Or no, you guys focus on getting the rest of the like props and stuff into equal piles.
Sure.
Equal
One of
numbers.
each separated so that like every director has the same props.
One of
and-
each per.
Yeah,
person,
right.
Okay.
This is the most exciting part of
love
making
I
this
mean, this
game.
is that board game experience.
That's true. You gotta set it up. You gotta learn
That's
how
how you
to
know
play
it's
it.
authentic.
You spend 3 hours learning the game and 15 minutes playing it.
So you guys about to role play around?
Yeah, as soon as we get these locations and items
Okay, let me
set
help
up.
you. How can I help you?
Sure. I guess get us some props together.
All right, I'll try to get some different kinds.
Sure. So I think like
Sorry, it's
everyone should have the same pool, but they're shuffled randomly, so you might not get the same as someone else. Your opponent. Pirate ship Nor.
Yes.
All right, so I
Don't
have,
you mess
I
up
think
my
one of
area,
each
Swan.
in this
Don't
deck.
you do it.
Perfect. And then we want probably an identical deck to this for the other player.
What is you? Parasol.
I think this is almost identical.
That's fine,
All right.
more or less. It doesn't really make it any easier or harder if they're different.
The illusion of fairness.
I think it's interesting to see if one person kind of was more creative with the same card.
Yeah, absolutely. So should we do it that way? Should we make it so that for each
Like
film that
everybody gets the exact same
for
card
each
pool?
scene you get the same card pool? That might be
Or it
pretty
could be
difficult.
like annoying because,
It could be.
You have to hear the same things over and over.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's just like
I think having a little bit of variety encourages the players to think differently, and then
I like that you have to improv it though,
Yeah.
like that you don't get to choose which card to
Right.
use. Circus tent. Okay, so pirate ship.
I like some of these items are the same but have different colors and like
Someone's
little
gonna.
bits and stuff on them
Yeah.
so that you can describe them more
Yeah.
specifically. I got 2 decks of props.
I think you're hanging on the corner of the table there if you want to kind of scoot in. a little
Scooch
bit
in
more.
here.
Yeah.
Get in
Right.
the camera.
so we've got 2 challenge decks. They have 10 cards each. just an even variety.
Some of this unused garbage.
So the challenge is. Oh, okay, cool,
And then
cool. Same for the.
Same for each player.
All right.
Focus tent again.
Props for one player. Props for another player.
Someone's gonna
Props
have
for everybody.
a very hard time putting this game back together.
This is pretty funny. I was young and I needed the money.
That's good. That's a good. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah.
If I tell it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys about set up there?
We're trying real
Okay.
hard.
What else do you
Every
need to
one
sort?
of these locations are in individual baggies, so
Oh, okay. So you just need
Oh,
me
no.
to.
that's pretty cool.
That's how the game is
Away
played.
some
Yeah.
of the
You
clutter.
gotta.
Possibly these are not being used.
We're not using that tracker, right? There's no reason for that.
We did not come up with a compelling reason for
We
the
we
tracker.
do need a way to mark scenes as complete.
I think we can maybe use just the blocks.
The blocks?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're creating different piles of.
Oh,
Or is it just
same
these
thing.
two?
Remember, guys, thank you
Seder
for
Army.
watching. Hyper RPG is a community-driven channel. We exist for you guys. Thanks for watching. And remember, every follower and subscriber supports all the content that we make here.
Hey, movie studio.
And
Thanks
Hey,
for tuning in. Hashtag support indie devs.
You can
Thanks,
also make me
guys.
wear a shark suit, possibly. That's one of the choices on the wheel. I don't want to do it. Please make
You
me.
sound like you want to do it though.
I really do.
I hear that in
I
your
want it
voice.
in a sick
Thank
way.
You know, when you stick your face out, it looks like you've been eaten by a shark. Just saying.
Of the suit. Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
I thought
Just
you were
in
just
general,
saying I
just-
look like a shark. Thank you.
We want other props like clothing items.
I think Cassie is making other characters, which is good.
Yeah.
I think that there are main characters, and then we have, for
Okay.
instance, Mr. Carruthers. Can you see this?
I think here, the top down can see everything. They
I
can
think
see
we,
our bad guy Rasmussen
man.
Yassen, Barb,
yes. Yes.
Toots, Trundick. So that's like Dick Tracy's Trundick.
Good.
Trundick.
Trundle Buddy as a detective would be named Trundick.
Of course.
all right, so
So
we ready
sad.
to go here?
Yes.
Okay. I can't wait to hear your stories.
Let's clear this dirty pile up.
Mess.
Totally in the camera's way right now.
We need to show the board too.
Where does the board need to go?
Yeah, but if we cover the
Is this
board, how
all
can we
detritus?
use
This is nothing.
How does it need to be? I think that we're just gonna say,
it? I think we could move this out of the way. Everything that we're not using.
yeah. So, who are our potential main characters? Any one of
Are these
these people.
are these you're playing as?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think any one of these can be your main character.
Did I?
Is Mr. Carruthers some kind of weird, like,
He's
like
like
a
a
makes
grieving
you-
dad.
weird old
He's a
man
grieving
robot.
dad.
he makes your scene awful if you draw him?
It's a Mr. Carruthers scene.
Damn it!
Everyone's gonna skip forward.
Wet blanket.
He's our game's grumpy cat.
Yes.
It's good.
That's what people tune in for, Swan.
People love it.
Man, I'm excited to hear your narrations.
You got your
Our
two
narrations
location
are
tiles?
coming up.
Are these
It's a
the
pretty
two
good name for this game.
location tiles?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's just good.
That's what we
Okay.
traffic in.
Yeah, we make story games, so if we do a bad job, then
Don't say that.
no.
Don't say anything like that.
This one's pretty good. Oh, come now, Grandma. Just tell me, Connecticut Ave.
FFS for. Wait, can we swear? Question
I
mark.
don't know. I do sometimes. I think the rule is at yourself, not at each other.
Oh, of
That's
course.
a good rule
Is that
for life.
okay?
For life
All
and
right.
in podcast.
Absolutely. Okay. You also have to title your movie.
Ugh.
Why did I say that? We have to do this first. Soren, I think, has spoken the least, so
Okay.
he is.
He
going
has
to be-
also taken an improv class.
He has?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You're
He
definitely
took
doing
improv
this.
in
That
college.
was 10 years ago.
You're definitely.
You retained all of it.
No,
Yeah.
You know
Always
every
say
part
yes.
of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and always.
Yes,
Yes, and.
and.
Yes,
Yeah.
and.
And since you're only improvising with yourself, always say yes to yourself. That's something I live by every day. Okay, so this is challenge location. So wait, we don't have like a super lot of, like, how do you make more than, I think there can only be one location,
Yeah.
right?
One location.
One location.
one prop, one challenge. Or no,
I
multiple.
think up to 2 props and up to 2 challenges.
Okay.
Does that sound
Yeah.
good?
Can we? Can you
Do we
remember
need some
those
rules?
cards
Yeah.
so we can like write that down and remember?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
Do you
Okay.
have a pen? Yeah, let me get my pen.
And a
So-
character as well you draw?
We don't have characters. Well, I guess we were gonna say that was always the character in your game, or in your movie. But we could
I think
just.
it's more interesting
That's
if
more
you
interesting
draw
just to
one. These are
choose.
the possible archetypes that might come up.
Okay, cool.
We should
All right.
definitely use
I'm gonna
these.
turn this way so the chat room can read kind of what's going on
Yep.
here.
That's good. Good idea.
Very good.
Money. Do we have
So
starting money?
you guys said how many challenges, props? And
So I think these Skyfall locations you get only one of.
Okay.
So you have
only one
a
location
scene
card.
setting, and then I think you can draw up to 2 of each of the others. So 2
Okay.
props up to 2 challenge cards.
Okay.
So I think the challenge stuff is going to be the hardest to mix.
In terms of
Well, it's just
making
sex
a
and
story.
booze.
Sex, booze.
Well, that's not very hard.
No, that's you
You
just
just have more
It's
of
not
the
hard.
challenge
So I
either.
only have
Literally-
10 of these in each deck, so should we double that if we're gonna be doing
Yes.
it? Yeah. Okay.
Bonus points for incorporating what's on the card illustrated.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
for
No, definitely use the art.
Yeah, bonus. Season
Pink-
bonus.
and then
Pink
remember
carousel.
we wanted a timer
And we
for the
want,
description.
At a
Oh,
30-second
I think,
limit.
a 30-second pitch
Yeah.
Yeah.
is the norm.
Okay.
The norm.
The norm.
I get it.
It's a very fun friendly.
I gotta be more vigilant.
Jump on those opportunities.
Yeah, we need more challenge cards.
Does money come into play at all anymore?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to
do
know
have the money.
how
Where's the
much
money?
you start with.
Yeah.
Well, the props have money on them.
oh.
Do they?
Yeah, there's a cost to the props.
Oh
right?
man.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there
I'll be
is.
like, back at the studio, we already have these locations. We own the sound stage. These actors are under contract, but them props.
That's what's
So-
gonna
That's
cost.
true. Yeah.
So people would just end up using like 1 prop per scene, I guess. Then.
Depends. If you really need that next prop, it might make your movie.
Oh man. Okay. I love props as a director. Cool.
As a comic.
As
Alright.
as a carrot top.
Am I still role playing the director?
Would you
Yes.
like to?
Or.
The producer.
We'll rotate it, right?
Okay,
Is
we'll
that what we
rotate.
determined?
We'll rotate.
Oh yeah, different directors.
I feel like Soren, he's like sitting there in the middle and he's taking
Right.
improv.
I think I am playing this game.
Yeah, you should play this game for
Yeah.
sure.
Play this
Okay.
game that we made.
So
Please.
2 props, 2 challenge cards, 1 location.
We
get a 30
definitely
right
need more
here.
props then.
We need more props than that?
Yeah,
How
because you can
many
have
of
up
props?
to 2 of each.
Should we just not
Or
worry about
props.
if it's equal and just like
Yeah,
start throwing?
doesn't matter.
There are
props
more
in?
props over here too.
Yeah.
If you want to add to the
Yeah, it'd be
deck.
nice if we had more than just fans and purses.
Should we just say that?
There's mirrors also.
Okay.
There's scrolls.
There could be a mirror on the ground.
There's
There's
multiple
money.
kinds of hand.
Lots of things that could be on the ground.
Should we just say that each of these has a base cost, but the props, it's dangerous to draw a prop because it might cost a lot
Okay.
more than
How
some
about
of
they
them.
all cost 100? 'Cause
Sure.
That's an easy
Sure.
amount. All right. They all cost $100.
But you might accidentally get this purse, which costs $600. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right.
Whoopsie daisy. Well, you hired the most expert craftsman
Absolutely.
in Hollywood.
Your movie's gonna be
Yeah.
better.
Why compromise quality?
Production value.
It's art.
We lost brand placement for that prop, so we're gonna actually have to pay for it.
Yes.
Sure.
These are concerns.
Props.
Oh, good.
Okay. All right. If we run out of props, we'll just have more.
We'll just grab more.
All right.
Just shuffle them back in.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
guys ready?
We're ready.
All right.
Austin, go.
Sorry.
You're playing this movie.
Oh no. I wasn't paying enough attention.
To the
I
rules?
wrote it
Yeah.
down. Skyfall
Oh, we got all the
locations.
rules?
You get one location,
Uh-huh.
so one Skyfall. You can draw
Those are
up
good. Do you
to
really not
2
want
of
that?
props,
Not
or how many?
particularly.
Okay.
We want 3 props now.
Huh?
We have to work in how many props? Still 2 props you draw?
No, up to 2.
Up to
Up to 2. Okay. And then 2 challenge cards, which are these guys. And then
Yes.
if you use an illustration, that's a bonus. We should put a dollar amount on it, maybe.
No, I think you. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you have to draw a character or 2 for your
be your
scene, right?
protagonist?
Because you gotta
Or-
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have a subject.
These
gotta
are
have
the ones we
something-
got contracts with. You gotta use these guys.
Oh, I like that. That's your
Where-
roster. That's your stable.
Are we speaking in third or first person?
Like you're pitching it to a movie studio.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're
Are you pitching a scene or are we pitching an entire movie?
It's a scene.
Or a scene.
Scene
Okay.
by scene.
okay. So
Okay.
And ideally, there's continuity of some kind.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be even harder.
so maybe if you pick a character, he's your character for life for the movie.
Like,
Yeah.
That's
wait,
really
so this
interesting.
is this like you're picking a main character for your movie?
That feels more like you're picking
Is
the
that
character
tough?
that
So-
exists in that scene.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a scene that has Barb. This is a scene
Sure.
that has so and so.
Maybe each scene should have 2 characters in it.
All right, guys, time's
That's
ticking.
it.
Sounds like I
Okay.
want to like run through this game before
Okay.
we
Let's do it. Let's do
show
it.
it off.
Let's do it.
All right,
who goes first?
Austin's turn.
No, I'm going. Austin. Austin's too scared. All right. So we're saying scene. That's scene, right? Okay. And let's see. I'm gonna make this very easy on myself.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we got this submarine. This is like
A submarine.
Submarine. High commie. It's a Red
And
Scare,
remember,
right?
you have to use voices. Somebody did pay for voices.
Oh, so I'm a producer pitching with okay.
When you
So-
pitch the story, you gotta use. Voices.
I gotta use voices, but
gotta
not
use-
as my character. Should I be like in character?
Whatever tells the
doing
story
scene?
better.
Okay. All right. Let's
Blup,
see.
blup, blup,
Do we
I'm
want
in
to
a
get
submarine.
time? Let's do this without a timer. That would be nice for this one, but when we
Okay.
play it for real, okay. All right. What's a good noir voice?
How about you have 30
Just think of
seconds to
Marvin
come
Sin
up
City and
with the
just let it come
story?
What's that? Sorry.
You have 30 seconds to come up with a story, but you can talk as long as you.
Gotcha.
need to.
30 seconds to come up.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dead air.
I can fill it with more information. Hi guys, you're watching Hyper RPG, a premium live streaming channel focused on the community about gaming, analog and digital. Right now you're watching Grab Bag. It's a show where we have guest game developers. Today we have Spite.House Games. Give them a round of applause virtually. I don't know how you want to do that. Come on.
Laser guns.
Emotes, that kind of thing. Spite.House Games, and they have created, what is it,
Noiration.
Noiration from existing board games. Remember, $25, spin the wheel, and shake this story up. Everybody is holding on to their money. Screw it, the game, kind of last minute. Just
Oh
like-
yeah, we gotta start with money, right?
Well, I have the money.
I think the
and
starting
I
budget
give-
is just all
Just-
the money right now.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
just
the pot.
see how that goes.
Okay.
Because some things are very expensive.
Right.
Yeah, maybe they could just run out of like the money for the whole house.
For like,
budget.
or your whole studio.
The studio
Yeah, the
doesn't
studio.
have money for any.
And then
performance.
when the money's gone, you see how many scenes you got made because
Right.
you pitched it better. That's good.
The narration style, was it still supposed to be like the
I guess.
flowery, like metaphorical,
Ooh, I'll try.
like you're a narrator?
I think you should probably do it from the point of view of whatever character you get, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
easier, I think.
Oh man, that means I have to do lady voice.
It's okay.
All
Or
right.
Mr. Carruthers voice.
Or well, I
Sell
got
the story.
Mr. Carruthers.
All right.
He doesn't look like a super good
I was on a
detective.
submarine.
Is it this way, right? That
All
is
right, time's
Mr.
running out. I'm not
Carruthers.
gonna give you any money for this film. What do you got?
All right. So, I'm an old man. So, I boarded the submarine. It was very early in the morning. I don't sleep well anymore. I had followed the lady with the pink parasol. She really caught my eye. In my old age, I don't go after many dames anymore. Is that what the kids call them? I got to the nuke room where I had planned to disarm it, but she looked so good with that pink parasol that I just sex happened.
All right, so that's your.
That's my pitch for that scene. And the
Okay.
narration with it. It needs some workshopping, I think.
All right, all right.
All right.
Inciting incident.
You got Rasmussen Yasin.
Rasmussen Yasin.
Rasmussen, yes.
He looks like a tough cookie.
So
Can we
make
all
sure you
take a step
gotta
over?
do that.
Just slide over a little
everyone
bit.
slide this way.
We're traveling a little.
Even Cassie.
Perhaps game.
Yeah.
Perhaps
I'm
game.
doing the title.
Okay.
Beautiful.
We're good. All right. Rasmussen Yasin.
All right.
So the other thing here is I got a scene done, right?
Sure.
Sure.
With that guy's face.
With that guy's face.
All right.
I'm trying
Go
to
for
figure
it.
out this guy's voice.
Yeah. Tell me.
Rasmussen Yasin. I've been staking out this joint for a few months now. Lots of dames walking in, spending lots of money on lots of drinks. I knew this was the place I was gonna catch my big break. So I stood in the corners watching for regulars. And this one dame comes in maybe twice a week. Nobody with her. I decide she's the one. So,
How'd you use your smarts?
how did I use my smarts to get her hard-earned cash? I told her that I was gonna get a special drink from the back.
I think your 30 seconds are up.
No, it was 30 seconds to.
30 seconds
to do
to-
that. Right.
To think.
Sorry.
To think.
Special drink for the regulars. Something that was gonna make her feel real good.
Whoa.
We're working misogyny back in.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I
Rasmussen.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Rasmussen.
He's a dirtbag.
Where's the scene going? How's it end?
And well,
Really?
she'd already bought everything else on the menu, so she figured, why not give it a shot?
Oh, give it a shot. All right, so here's my money to dish out. You both used 3 cards, right?
I had a prop worth 600 G's.
Wow, that lady with the pink umbrella.
Yeah.
And his prop was only 300, and I liked his narration better.
The narration or the story are we going off of?
It's kind of both.
It's
Is it kind of both?
It's
Okay.
both, right?
It's just what you
Word.
can make of what you drew.
People are saying they're freaking out about the sound effects. It's very high
That's a
tension.
lot.
It's-
Of,
I was
yeah.
pretty good with like your narration. I like that. So, I guess he would have a $300 advantage, right? Or how are we
I
deducting
think
money?
so. What we're doing is this is like the studio's money,
Okay.
right? And then
So can you just
once
bring
you
it over here?
once you spend it all, everything's done.
All right. So normally the things
I
cost.
think you didn't get a scene.
$100.
I didn't get a scene,
right.
so Swearing got a scene.
So you got
well, there should be like bad.
no. You spent $200 plus how much was your prop? $600.
Well, you didn't buy my scene, right?
No, I think they do both get made, but at the end we're just trying to find who's gonna make the more profitable movie, right?
Okay.
Okay. So this just to keep track. So your scene costs $600, and your scene costs $500, right? Is that? Did I do this
Is
correct?
it easier if we just pitch and you just buy the scenes that you like, and whoever gets more scenes?
I think that makes more
made-
sense because then
Okay.
otherwise there's no purpose for the
Sure.
producer.
Yeah.
They're not
Right.
making any choices.
Okay, that makes sense. So I'm going to buy. I like this scene, and it was cheaper. 3.
Yeah,
So that's
should
five.
you-
So that's $500 for you, my friend, and you'll just keep that.
Oh, nice.
I wish
Oh,
this
he's
was
building
real
his
money.
budget.
You're building your budget.
He's building his budget
You're
up, and then
building your
whoever's budget
budget.
is smaller. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
that's
All right,
good.
cool.
So you should get your money too, though, but you're just gonna end up with a larger budget at the end of the journey, right?
But then what choices are you making in terms of the narration
I think you're
portion?
just dropping cash on the person whose scene gets made.
That's true.
Until all the money is gone.
That's true. Okay.
And then, so if he didn't get a scene, he doesn't advance.
I don't advance.
Right.
So
towards
maybe
that
if you
future
stop
film.
liking Soren, he stops advancing.
Right.
There's a chance for him
Yes.
to catch up.
And are
All
we
right.
just going straight to the end? Like,
Let's see how that
Sure.
works.
let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So let's. Okay,
So
you
this
probably
discard
want to pitch
pile.
me a new movie. You have to kind of keep going with
Right.
this.
Right, I'm gonna
You
start
know,
her.
scenario.
fix her a drink
Yeah.
and everything. So it
My
gets
special
harder as
drink.
you progress, right? I kind of like that.
My scene sounded kind of like towards the end of the movie. I feel like. Also,
And then
Mr.
sex happens
Carruthers.
can be a good ending or a good beginning.
That's
actually.
true.
It's
I don't
very
like-
modular.
Mr. Carruthers is a pretty bad noir guy. I feel like.
Sure. It probably goes back in the pile.
Oh, I drew
Luck of the
tits.
draw. They can't all
Okay,
be
well,
funded.
everyone knows who Mr. Carruthers is.
Yeah.
You can just use toots. That's classic.
I'm gonna use Toots. Toots is gonna have a very interesting
Right.
voice.
Please.
Oh, this is appropriate.
Okay.
Okay,
So
30,
you-
30 seconds, right?
30 seconds.
There are a lot of purses and parasols. These props. Okay.
I guess it should just be the person who gets the movie made and gets the most money, probably. Maybe? I don't know. We'll keep playing. We'll
Okay,
just, we'll
all right,
figure
we'll
it
Yeah,
out.
because like the more scenes that you make like on your way, the more money you get potentially overall.
To
But
make
then
it.
if you decide to end your movie, then you stop making money. Like, is that?
Well, yeah, your movie gets made.
We'll figure out the
We'll
win
see.
condition after we make a bunch of scenes and see with how much
Okay.
money is left. Okay. All right.
Shoot.
All right.
Maybe this time he should go first, but
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Go.
maybe you should go
Yeah,
first.
You've
I
earned the
like
right.
that.
Is this a new character?
You
have to continue
gotta
your
keep
story.
it,
That's
'cause
right.
You're
Rasmussen.
like, oh, that sounds good. You're gonna make that scene. You're gonna make some more movies.
Right.
You're gonna make some more movies, kid.
One location. Let's do two. Should I do this?
Ooh.
Space station sex and
Wow.
guns.
Wow.
What more do you
Space
need?
Station Sex and Guns.
Did you get a prop?
Do you have to use?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to use at least one of
And
them.
a shoe.
And shoot.
$400 shoe, singular.
I'm
$400 shoe, guys.
gonna say, since all these are so similar, that could just be any footwear. Could we say that? So it could be
Sure.
like a space boot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's footwear. $300 footwear. You got a $300 footwear budget. Tell your lead costumer. Are we starting the timer?
How does he get from the nightclub to a
26.
space station?
I don't know. Noir it up, dude.
Noir it up.
Noir it up, dude.
Use
Or
noir.
up through the atmosphere.
Channel Blade Runner.
Yeah, this could be in the future. Future noir.
Yeah, he just took his ship.
Just gotta use that language.
Just took the space bus.
All right. Time's ticking.
Journeyman 0186 says this is painful.
I don't know what's painful.
not
He might be
wrong.
talking about the music, or
Look, figuring out games is not always an easy process. We've gone through a lot of pain today.
somebody says 300.
Alright.
Oops. Here's your
There's your timer.
time's
Go,
up.
go.
So, several weeks after I stole that dame's purse, I used all the money to get deep into the black market, making trades with all the seedy fellas in town, working my way up the ranks, trying to get more and more. Eventually, I stumble on a deal I had never seen before. Some kind of technology. Rocket boosters, transponders, anti-gravity sex boots. I couldn't say no. So I asked who I could talk to get in on this deal. What I could do to score this technology. And sex happened.
Thank you. Does plagiarism play into your decision?
What about the guns?
Yeah, you used sex twice. Oh, that's kind of a weapon sometimes, sex.
I think you should lose 100 if you didn't incorporate it. Yeah. So that might be just.
Throw that in the discard.
Yeah, sure.
Just unmuted to hear
All right,
anti-gravity sex
are
boots.
you ready?
This is the best experience.
Yeah, good.
Are you ready to tell your story?
I'm ready to tell my story. I have plenty of time.
Just unmute it to hear anti-gravity sex boots.
Yeah.
Always
been
better.
on sex boots.
Sex boots.
That's good.
All right. I dropped my voice on his desk like a ton of bricks. He asked what was so heavy in there, and I was a little bit cagey about that one. I could tell he was 3 sheets to the wind already, so I didn't think he'd notice. But that was a smart cookie there.
Boom.
He was a producer. It's my first film. I shielded his face with the parasol while I switched the purse out for the one that I knew had at least 3 G's in it. My contact in the movie studio, one of the grips, he passed it off on me, and I headed straight for whatever the next location in this film is.
All right. I just want to hear an opinion from the chat room. Who wins? Went to space and sex happened, or
Well, that's not fair.
and what happened here?
She did a
Movie
drop.
studio.
Yeah, movie studio.
Yeah, Toots in the
Toots in the
movies.
movie studio. She tricked the director and switched out a bag of, garbage for a bag of cash that someone dropped in the studio.
All right.
It's a prop exchange.
Oh, so that's the bag.
That's the bag.
And what was the umbrella for?
She threw that on the desk in front of his face while, the thick semi-Brooklyn accent probably made it a little hard to understand.
I try to go for Jersey and then migrate it. Woo! Who wants to spin the wheel?
You should do
Put my arms around
Do
your
it.
hand. Spin the WHPL of Destiny. Hashtag Evo.
Shark!
I think the shark has to enter the game as a new character.
Bring the sharks
Okay.
in.
Can I just use a shark
Next
voice?
next prop is shark.
No, no.
All right.
All right. SpaceX sounds out of this world. I guess you are ahead. And
Just like apples to
you
apples
did
or cards, where
1,
if you draw
2,
the sex
3,
card, you're just gonna win.
Yeah.
four,
yeah. Exactly.
800, 9, 10, $1,100.
That's good.
Ooh.
That's good stuff.
That's good stuff. I am paying up for that.
There you go. Toots. And Toots hits the deck.
And
Toots and Mr. Carruthers. Not
this
Stark.
is turning out to be an interesting film. I just got a 3-act movie.
Yeah, we've got some sort of anti-hero.
Rasmussen?
Yeah.
Is he really bad though? I
We're
think
doing
he's
good
got a
on time,
heart.
guys. It's good.
So,
Got special drink from the back for a lady and then stole her purse.
and then went to the moon.
And then
or
went to the
something.
moon.
It had potential. It had potential. All right.
Okay.
So maybe your turn this time, or should the winner go?
I think the winner goes first.
Okay.
They gotta keep rolling
Yeah,
on
sure,
that story.
sure.
Goodness.
All right. Rasmussen Yassen, tell me what's next in your movie. I'm gonna set a timer for 30 seconds, we said? All right. Have you chosen your cards?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna set a timer now.
Yes, this is a good idea.
It's a great idea.
This is the best. Look what you've done.
Be so excited. Be so excited. This is all right in our comfort zone. Improv, wearing weird costumes.
All right, time's ticking. 9 seconds.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. All right, now how you gonna finish it off?
Well,
You can buy time by recapping, I
I
think.
gotta tell you, the sex I had with those anti-gravity sex boots, it was amazing. But the dame turned out to be a real rotten one. She kicked me out the airlock as I scrambled to put on my spacesuit. In a daring move of revenge, I fired my guns at the spaceship to destroy it and fell towards the Earth's atmosphere, eventually plunging into the ocean, where I was rescued by a submarine. The captain of the submarine was another dame with a yellow fan and a blue dress. And I thought, well, that's really strange. You must not be from around here. And the dame said, no, I'm from Mars. And sex happened.
It's a good closer.
Best story.
It's a good closer. I think there should be a mechanic when you steal lines from another person's movie. You have to pay them for the rights to that IP.
I like that. and then also, I think if you don't use a card, you actually should subtract 100. Otherwise, you're just gonna pull as many.
Sure.
So I'm gonna take 100 off of you.
Okay.
And then you should be ready.
I am
you
ready.
Had more time.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am ready. The music. All right. Oh, I gotta see my character. It's Barb. I get to do another girl voice. Yay!
Different girl voice.
Yes.
I mean, those femme fatales,
Right,
they're
no,
always
they're always
smoking
got
cigarettes
yeah.
and trying to drop their voice to be a little bit more.
Sure.
She's a peppy reporter. When I created her, I wanted her to be
Oh,
a
like
young,
a
peppy,
fast
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Like in
Full of
Hudsucker
moxie?
Proxy.
So the cool thing I was about to do. That's
Oh,
fine. No,
I'm
I'm
just
joking.
Oh, somebody said support the nice shark lady by checking out her art. I dig it, and
It's
I bought
good
a
stuff.
thing.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cool. You have Etsy.
I was also told the shark costume has not been washed, and last week there was a lot of crotch-gashing going on. Also germane to this situation. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Laughter over the comms.
Brand
Okay.
new character. And then gone.
Okay. The cold steel against my thigh.
What?
The cold. Right. Wait. It's a cold open.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah.
Cold steel. Okay. The cold steel against my eye meant I had at least 3 fists of gin left. The gun was a little bit cold too. I entered the military base, strapped up to my thighs with the sexiest boots that I had, knowing that the general would never turn down a dame like me.
Ooh.
As I entered his office, the shades were pulled open and I saw the most blood. The largest amount of blood I'd ever seen. This was gonna make the front pages.
Ooh. I think that is a winner. That was a winner.
Guns, alcohol.
So how much money did that cost?
So that cost me,
It's
are
gonna
we saying
cost
it's
me.
100 per
Yeah, it's 100 per, and then the
location?
props.
100. So that's 300.
300.
Wow, that's a pricey boot.
300 and 900.
That's 11.
Always a footwear.
1.1 G's.
You could say my Martian submarine captain.
Okay,
really
so it's
jumped the shark.
$1,100.
Thank you.
Ooh, I think you
We
guys have
didn't-
caught up.
All right.
I think you guys have
How did you
about
not
the same.
incorporate a shark?
You should. Oh yeah, the shark submarine.
When you said I was
my
saved
God.
by A, I was certain you were going to say
Yeah.
shark lady. Shark maid.
It's not too late.
Barb.
Do you guys want to keep playing?
No.
Or we have to figure out. We have to figure out the kind of the win state, right?
Yeah, so
I think that this.
I did
How much
3
money is
scenes.
left over there?
We got plenty of money here. This is a big studio operation.
All right.
And it seems like each movie or scene doesn't cost more than $1,000.
So what if it was like 1,000 per location?
No, that's too much. No, this is a good.
Oh, it is good.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh.
currency.
Okay. Well, so wasn't there something about the studio running out of money, or we don't care?
Does it actually make
You both
sense?
lose.
No,
I just
I
wanna throw this out.
definitely lost.
Does it make sense to have the directors trying to make the biggest budget that they can because they think that makes their movie more important?
I kind of like
Yeah.
So
that.
you have to incorporate more garbage
Yeah.
into your
Okay.
description
Right. I like
in
that.
the amount of time that you've got.
Right.
So you just the more money.
But if it becomes a ridiculous film, I won't fund it.
Right.
Right.
Right. I like
Or
that
you will.
too.
Tension
So-
of making garbage.
So
Sure.
so you have to the first one to the center wins, or do you kind of
I
both
think
take your
that-
time?
that
You want to
just-
make maybe the biggest budget you can before getting into the center, but you do need to get to the center and
To
make your
actually
movie
make
first.
the
All right,
film.
all right.
Let's
okay.
do that. Are we ready to explain this to
Sure.
somebody else?
I
It's
think we're almost right on time.
Yeah.
Like
We're actually like 10 minutes
improving
early.
on camera.
Are you guys ready to set this up? I'll call in the friends and we'll play Noiration.
Yay!
The thing we made.
Hey guys.
Are you good?
I'm good.
there, all
I'm really good.
Chat, give me some improv tips.
Get good.
Get good. What did you learn from your improv class that I could have used? Give me some notes. Don't stare at the table while I try to figure out. what
I
to
stared
say.
at the table all the time.
Sure, yeah. Well, did you learn? Was that something you learned in that class? Did you learn to steal? The
Reincorporating things is really.
So we have a lovely
Callbacks.
mod from our community.
Hey man.
Well, what's gonna happen to the chat if you're in here?
Well, there's more.
All right, so
Okay,
The
good.
chat's gonna go
why
nuts.
don't you step inside? Everybody knows Mydell, or why don't you introduce for people, catch them up?
Hi, I'm Mal Hadale. You can call me Mal.
Mal.
I'm out here for a special thing tomorrow.
Ooh, what kind of special
Is
thing?
it a secret?
Can you talk about
Those
it?
boxes that are
Oh, yeah, that's right. A very special
Okay.
thing. I am looking forward to it too. Anyways, so you're gonna play, and then you're gonna play. Come here.
Are you excited about that? What's your improv training?
Getting it now. Yes.
How
Hi,
much?
chat.
Hello.
Chat.
This
And
is.
then-
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Natalie.
She's my friend. She's friend of
I'm
Shark.
friend.
Oh.
Shark friend.
Shark
Shark
friend.
friends.
And then, do you want to be kind of the judge? Do you want to be the director? Oh, you don't know anything about this.
He's
All
playing,
right. All right. This is a short description. This game is called
Qual.
Noiration.
She's already doing a voice.
Noiration is a game where two directors are trying to pitch scenes of a film to their studio head. So basically, you can draw cards, and each card has a cost of 100, and then you will tell the story in the best noiration possible. I was sitting there enjoying a nice day at the beach, kind of something like that. The more cards you use, the more money you secure for your film. And so whoever ends up, each player moves forward one space if their scene gets made, and whoever ends up with the most money for their film is the winner, because
And
that's
gets the film completed.
and gets the film completed.
So you want to run around the board getting scenes made, but you also have to jump to the end to actually get it
Right.
in the can.
And are there certain piles that we choose from?
Yeah, so
Yes.
you've got your scene, which you always draw one of.
So that's the
Yep.
location.
And then you can
Okay.
draw I think we can just say as many props
As many
So that's the
props as you
green.
want to.
as you can incorporate.
But if you don't use that prop, you lose money from your budget, because why did you buy something that you didn't need, right? So the
Right.
studio head would be kind of pissed off and cut your budget maybe for your next scene. And then the challenge cards are just, something that may happen in the scene, but you have to use one of those as well. Are you
How
guys
to challenge?
ready?
How do you get
That's
a
the
challenge
best.
card then?
So you are it sounds like you're gonna be the studio head.
Okay.
Because if you guys are friends, there can't be no favorites here.
No.
And
They're
these two
pitching the
friends
movie to me.
are pitching the movie to you.
Okay.
So you're gonna choose, I want that movie to be made, and you give money according to which scene you want.
Okay.
Does that
Are you
make
playing?
sense? Am I playing? No, I'm the host of the show. Grab that. Thank you for watching.
Sounds like it's Cassie
Wait.
and Natalie.
Oh, it's Cassie?
Yeah.
Shark is playing? Oh, okay.
Shark is playing.
This is
Shark
gonna
is
be
playing.
great.
How do the challenge cards come into play?
Right.
So the challenge
they
cards are
incorporate into their
in the
story.
scene. They're like the action. So
Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
sex, booze, guns,
So
that kind
you
of
add
stuff.
the challenge cards. As
So
you.
I saw something in the chat that I like from Journeyman. The person trying to get their movie made should probably just do it in the detective voice,
Yeah.
describing the scene.
Yeah, I like that.
That is
If they
happening.
want to have another character say something, maybe do that voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
I think that works a lot better, and
the
would have
chat
been.
room voted $25, so
And maybe
they
the
must
deck
use
says-
voices as they're telling the story.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
Right. You're good at voices, right?
Sure.
Sure.
No, well he's the studio head. He
Oh, he
make
is.
no
Oh,
voice.
yeah.
I keep forgetting that he's not playing.
Okay.
Okay. There's everything shuffled,
All right.
and there's that.
Should I go first?
Go for it.
All right. So I draw one Skyfall card. Can everyone else see my cards? I have
Oh.
to keep them hidden.
No, you can kind of
doesn't
show them. But
Matter?
you
Okay.
also have a 30
Cassie,
second.
come down here. You're on
timer.
this side.
Oh, gotcha. Adversarial.
Maybe
Right up here.
Mal should be in the center.
You don't have thumbs.
Do you have?
I do not have thumbs. I'll
She
overcome it
needs to
though.
borrow a thumb.
I need to press that
All right,
thumb.
so you have 30 seconds to think. I'm gonna
All
start
right.
the timer
Oh
now.
God, let me get all my cards on the table.
Okay. Maybe somebody should help her because she doesn't have hands.
We got
Oh,
it.
shit.
My fins.
How many?
Okay.
Can you put them out your mouth? Your hands.
Oh my God. I would like to.
Does that work? Yes.
Somebody's saying, as a team game, this might have potential, especially if alcohol is involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would.
All right. Challenge. Can I say, can I work through this aloud right now?
No, you
or-
wanna
Okay,
think for a little
internally.
bit. You got
I'm
30
gonna start
seconds.
the
Okay.
timer right now.
Okay.
You can draw more stuff if you want to.
Can I draw this?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
think
have-
that's
that's
your,
the
that's
lead
your
character.
lead character. We got Rasmussen Yassen in
Rasmussen
the mix
Yassen
again.
Okay.
He was the star of the
15
last-
seconds.
Because I'm a shark, it should be underwater, right?
Well, it's yeah,
Underwater next
sure.
time.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Ready to tell your story?
Yes. So, it was late one night under the ocean, and I thought I'd go for a little drink, have a little salty cocktail. So I head to the nightclub, and in walks this very smart-looking woman. She had very large smarts, humongous smarts. She was carrying a big old purse, a pink parasol. She was decked out in pink. She was like an anemone, one of those anemones, but with tits. And she was, the smarts, she outsmarted me. She was just, crack, like, she's a smart cookie. So she leads me to this place in the nightclub. It's like one of those underwater caverns, and, she shows me, she says, I have a secret for you, come with me. And so I follow her, and I get to the underwater cavern, and she shows me a knife. She says, no, it was a harpoon because it's under the ocean. So it's a harpoon. She says, yeah, I did something with this harpoon the other night. I'm not proud of it. Can you keep a secret? Can you keep an ocean secret? That's it. That's all I got.
All right, cool. So since you didn't draw your cards.
I have not.
Okay, well, draw your cards. And then once you've decided on your cards, I have 30 seconds to come up with a story.
What is that?
So we're
It's
dishing
a
out.
cave. It's like a.
How many of these do we take? As many as you want.
As many
Yeah,
as you
you want.
want.
But if you
That's where you get the
take
most
more,
money from.
and then that's where you get the most money from. But if you take more and you don't use it, that's it gets
try.
deducted. Yeah. And you need to pull one challenge card
All right.
and one character card.
Challenge card.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Difficulty rating 8.
All right.
You got toots.
I'm gonna start the timer. 30 seconds.
Okay.
Studio heads aren't very patient these days. You only get 30 seconds to come up with your blockbuster
That would be great
script.
if they literally pulled out a phone and set a timer while you sat in silence.
Pretty much. Leonard, collect your thoughts here. All right, time's up.
It was a Monday. I was walking down the street. Went to a carnival.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Nolans.
About
New Orleans.
8:45 p.m. Going to a bar. Decked out. Wearing a cape. Carrying a fan.
You know.
Boots, you know. I'm looking for sex.
That's all it needs to be.
All right,
Yeah.
toots. So, studio head, what film do you want to fund?
Talk through the pros and cons.
Yeah, talk
Care about the
it out.
decision-making process.
What
You
does
can
the
always
audience
ask
want?
the
Wow.
chat room.
Well, her movie fits more of the adult angle the studio wants to go for. But on the other hand, my executives tell me that we need more kid-friendly. And a shark in an underwater nightclub, you can make that kid-friendly to Tuesday.
Yeah.
You can sell those toys too.
Exactly.
Harpoon
Merchandising. Merchandising. So I think we'll go with this one because the merchandising will make us
Nice.
Money.
Yes, thank you.
So you get $100. That's $300 plus $900. So that's what, $1,200?
I'll be the banker.
Pretty good.
All right.
Awesome.
So you
12
move
Honda.
Pinky
Okay.
over 1 unit. There you go.
Thank you.
guys.
You have to keep with Rasma and Yasin.
Uh-huh.
You can draw another character because
Okay.
you didn't even start making your movie yet.
You also have to stick with your plot.
Right. You have to follow.
Right.
Yeah,
You have to
that's
stick
harder.
with
All right.
Carnival
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
She needs
she
to
has to stick with hers.
because she started making
Got
the
it,
movie.
got it,
You
got it.
haven't
Draw a
Okay.
different character
Yeah.
altogether.
Ooh.
Sunday.
Trendick. He's our
Show
hero.
that to, I don't know if chat's seen that.
Show Toots.
Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
wait, that's Toots. We just
Yeah.
she's
Trendick is
she's
now
out.
her.
She's fired.
Yeah.
There's Trundick. He likes whiskey.
Oh my
Or
gosh.
does he?
Whiskey
Or
for
does
Bella.
he?
Wait and see.
Am I going now? Start.
Yeah, as the winner, you go first.
Okay.
You got less
Meanwhile,
time.
you should start. Like you're allowed to
Choosing
draw
cards.
your cards
Got
and
it.
have
you
more
can-
time
you have
to
more
make
time
up
to
your
think.
story.
Talented
Yeah.
mechanic.
Yeah.
God.
Since she won the last one.
I have Space Station, Umbrella, Challenge Smarts again. Can I draw another thing? Maybe I put that. That's a
You
different.
get a
different
discard. Maybe you have to pay to discard.
Ooh, I like
Pay
that.
100 to discard.
Okay.
You
Challenge
have to pay a
Smarts.
different screenwriter.
No, I got Smarts again. Okay. Well, she is smart, consistent. Her character is consistent. This anemone with tits is very smart.
Now you can draw as many props as you want as well,
Okay.
and multiple of the challenge cards also.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is there a penalty for drawing more than one challenge card?
No.
No,
Okay.
but using too many of them, I guess, will.
Make it harder for me to tell
Right.
the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you don't use it, you get a penalty. So you pay
Right.
the
You gotta
cost
pay.
of that card.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I need to set a timer? I already started the timer.
Okay. I want to steal what Hyper RPG said right there.
Yeah, I know.
Can I say it first before I say mine?
Good.
Dory was in a dark place. The water around here had a thick haze as if Sharky had just taken down her first victim. She liked the dark, though. Felt comfortable in it. Safe, even. You have to answer for this. Okay. So she shows me this harpoon. She said, "Can you keep a secret?"
All right.
Oh.
Time's up.
Okay.
All right. You got to pitch to the studio head.
All right.
That was her.
Show 'em what
that
you
was
got,
her
kid.
start.
Show what you got.
All right, so she shows me this harpoon. Can you keep a secret? She says to me. Her smarts jiggling. She was wearing an umbrella, like just stuck inside of her jelly gelatinous figure. It was just stuck inside of her shoulder area. And she said, yeah, this guy came in the nightclub last night that I work. It's actually a space station, but it's underwater too. So it's like a water planet that I'm on. And the space station is where she did this crime. She says, I went to the space station the other night underwater. And there's this guy there. He had this purple hat on with pink feathers. Can everyone see this?
No.
It's this wonderful hat.
You want to show it this
Okay.
way, right?
This guy walks into the space station wearing this purple hat. I had to have it. It matches my tentacles. And so I used my smarts. I says, you want to come to my cave? Can you keep a secret? So I took him to this very cave that we're in right now. And I got him a drink. We got some booze. My other challenge code. And
I don't hear a voice.
oh gosh.
People
I
donated
slipped
for
out
a
of it.
voice.
That's right. So yeah, I fixed him a drink, and I showed him a harpoon, and I stabbed him right in the chest. So why am I telling you this? I'm smart. I don't know.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, studio head. That was the next scene in this movie.
What do you got, kid?
Trendic now. Let's try this.
Well.
You know, I've been going to the circus for years. You never know at the circus whether the audience is more interesting or the show. The audience or the show might have a lot of action, a lot of muscle men and jugglers, but in the audience you can see the smarts. The other day there's a lady in there. She's holding a mirror, wearing some earrings, carrying a purse. But you look again in the mirror, and you see there's something not right. So I go up to her, whisper in her ear, Emily, what you got there? Tell me more about this mirror.
Yeah.
I want to know more.
Oh, gotta get to that next scene.
Well, I really like that mirror, but the space station and the purple hat. Can we cast that one famous singer?
Oh, Ricky Martin.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Put him as the character with the hat.
All
Get him
right.
to speak in a funny voice for the kids.
Sure. Okay. Sure.
Now, with this mirror, what is there's something in this mirror, we're gonna see it?
It's magic.
It's magic, okay.
Spoilers.
Tough
What kind of singers you yell at Ricky Martin?
Menudo, come on,
For the
Menudo
kids.
forever.
There was one I was going for, but I didn't want to say the wrong thing because it's too soon. So, magic mirror, Ricky Martin in a funny hat.
Kind of like Ricky Martin.
We're going for the best.
We're gonna go with the magic mirror this time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, so you advance and you get. Oh, you use 3 props, so you get 200 for this, plus 400 banker, so that's 600, plus $1,200 earrings.
Jeez.
That's 1,800 plus $500 purse,
That's nuts.
right? So that's what 2,300. Is that
There.
right?
Fat stacks.
Whoa. These are.
Well, if you paid her too much, heads will roll later.
So since you won, you gotta
I
tell
need this job.
the next part of the scene next.
Right
So
now.
you go
Yeah,
first.
so you
Okay.
go first
Yeah.
now.
Got
is
it,
what
got
she's
it.
saying.
With new cards.
No, but you gotta stick
gotta
with Trundic.
Yeah.
Stick with Trundic, stick
I
with
get
Circus.
it.
Well, if
though.
you build off the circus.
Okay, got it. But new props.
Oh yeah, she needs the token.
Oh, this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, we can use those.
Is that a red
It's probably a brooch.
brooch?
Yeah.
Okay.
You choose
can
a new
start
location
working,
too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you have to choose a new
New
location.
location.
At least one challenge.
Okay.
And the shark should kind
You wanna
of.
go for
You got
tips?
extra time to
Yeah.
pick up your
Yeah.
story.
Alright. So then I
get
just
to
jump right in.
character.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
set the timer.
yeah.
You get
Totally.
30
Got
seconds
the
to think
worst
about it.
ones. I wanted Trendix.
I'll hit the intercom and yell at Sheila, my receptionist, or
All
something.
right, time's ticking. Come up with your story. that continues the
Challenging.
parable of Trundick
And the mirror.
from a mirror.
And then
The
ghostly.
Trundick and the magic mirror.
Yeah.
And Toots, you gotta be working on your own story.
It's your story, Toots.
Firing on all cylinders here.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Lay it on me.
So I says to Emily, tell me more about this mirror. She says, can't talk about it here. Let's go to a restaurant. We walk to a restaurant. It's a little place around the corner. Greek style diner. Emily whispers in my ear, what's the thing you desire most in this world? I say, a crown and a brooch. Emily looks into the mirror and she says, crown, brooch. Suddenly, on the table appear a crown and brooch. Egg salad, egg salad. I say, Emily, what do you want more than anything in this world? She says, guns, I want guns.
Lots of guns.
Lots of guns.
All right. Cool.
All right. So my character this time is Toots. Let me show you Toots here. She's a leggy robot, and she's
Legs from Miles.
yeah. Was someone a submarine captain before?
We had a
We had a
submarine
sub-
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Someone was rescued.
So
by
she's like the
I also had a submarine. Maybe we should.
yeah.
No.
Shuffle these.
No, it's cool. You're
There's so many
you're in
ways
the
to use a
underwater.
submarine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a totally
Oh,
different
it's a
world
different
though.
story.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
underwater movies are hot right now. We heard it from the top.
Yeah. That's right. And that's to appeal to kids, right?
Nah, you
You
know.
can't.
That was the
Whatever you
last
want.
one. That was the last one.
Okay. This new direction here.
No middle ground. Kids or adults. Pick.
Right. It should appeal to
said
as narrow and
As narrow an audience as possible.
That's what
Me.
movie series was.
Make the movie better make me happy. That's all that matters.
Well
only
said.
me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You don't get 30 seconds.
Okay. Oh, I don't.
No.
Okay. All right. So Toots is she's a submarine lunch lady. It's not stereotypical. She's a very she went to the cordon bleu. She's a 5-star chef. It's not misogynistic to say that Toots is a submarine lunch lady. So she's serving up food on this submarine, and she needs a fan to cool off the food.
You're Toots.
The chat room is trying to help you there.
Let me see. She had legs.
Lean up
She had legs.
Lean out.
Went up to her chin and gams and wouldn't quit. She had legs and gams. That's how hot she was. She had both legs and gams. She was hot, I tell you. Hot. Also clean.
We can clean. 12. 10 to 12.
And it
10
feels
to
like
12
a kid.
set. Kids only.
But Toots, this lunch lady, she had a dark secret. She had an arsenal of guns on the submarine. She was a spy. She was a rogue agent. She had a whole cavalcade of guns, pistols, AKs, harpoons. Toots was harboring this dark secret. She's a lunch lady. Everyone loves her.
People just want to see what you're
Oh, yeah.
using.
And what's she gonna use all those weapons for? You know, what's she gonna do with all those weapons? So she
Find out in the next scene.
yeah. Next scene.
All right, studio head.
Well, you both gave me guns, and I like that. Don't know how the kids are gonna like it, but screw the kids. I like it. I like that restaurant. But a submarine lunch lady, that's kind of like a restaurant. Submarines, those scare me. I don't want nothing to do with that. You got it.
All right, so we got 200 plus 500, 700 plus 1,300. So that's $2,000.
2
for your movie.
G's.
Man, oh man.
What are you gonna be calling this film?
Titanic.
To be decided.
TBD.
To be decided.
She's
All
too
right.
Emily.
I like it.
Oscar
Say
bait.
the words, yeah.
All right.
More movies.
So as the winner, you got to pick your cards, and I'm gonna start the timer. You need to.
New universe.
Yeah.
New direction.
Oh my
that was
God.
not good.
You gotta get out of the water.
Good hashtags going on.
What?
One of the cards. He said.
Personal. What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
As you're telling the
When
story,
you when
put
you
them down.
use
Okay.
yeah, as you kind of are
Okay.
using the card, why don't you throw it down here so the chat room can
I like
see?
summary.
All right, I'm
she
starting the
here or
timer.
here?
30 seconds.
What is
Summary.
personal?
Where does she move on the board?
They get personal?
This way.
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah.
More towards this direction. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused on that one. We'll see.
Just weave it into your story, narrator. A submarine lunchroom would be a subway, right?
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Can I pay for a discard? I don't
Why?
like this anymore.
Yeah.
All right, we got time's up.
Oh, you have to pay.
Yeah.
What's
I
the
gotta pay.
story? You gotta pitch a story, kid.
Guns, I say.
You don't want
Not a crown? I place the crown on my head. Gaze over into Emily's eyes. Guns. Like muscles guns? No. No. Arsenal.
I'd buy a ticket to that gun show.
That's yes. That was the next line. Perfect. Thank you. Suddenly, piles and piles of guns appear on the table. She grabs a few and puts them under her hat. She takes another one and adds a parasol and puts it on top of that. Here's the casino card. We walk out the door. Where are we going, Emily? Just hold on. We walk down a dark alley. We turn a corner. We turn another corner. We walk into a room. I see a roulette table. Is this a casino? She said not to get personal, but we're gonna use these guns here. I said, I don't know. Okay. Whatever you say, Emily. Whatever you say.
Coming from the
Personal,
chat
personal.
room, I never realized they wanted a detective story board game thing until now. You see, guys,
Yes.
this is the magic of Grab Bag, a show where we make a new board game from existing board games. Thanks for watching. Hey, why don't we just spin the wheel? You know, I don't know, just $25 for somebody. You know, we just gotta celebrate Mal here.
Sweet.
You know, we can just kind of throw it in, like
Things more
more.
interesting
Oh,
here.
when did we get it? That's awesome.
Cassie has
Title
been
card.
doing this.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
see
it's
that?
pretty awesome.
Check out our time. Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Can I
it's your
think?
turn.
Do I
No, no.
You were
You
supposed
have-
to think while she's pitching.
Yeah, so you and
listen.
or
It's
30
really good.
seconds.
All right.
Hard mode.
Oh man. All right. So you see this movie here.
Oh, who's your character?
My character is. Who is it? I'm Mr. Carruthers. I am Mr. Carruthers. So I am telling you as a film noir guy about Mr. Carruthers. I'm not going to do the Mr. Carruthers voice. So
Unless he says something.
right, exactly. So there's this Crusader army. It's coming up on us real fast. It's coming up on them real fast. This whole army on horseback. It was a whole thing. This guy with this Lawrence of Arabia robe on, he comes galloping up, and to our fellow Mr. Carruthers here. He's lost in the desert. Mr. Carruthers, he's crying. He's carrying on. This whole army comes up to this one man crying in the desert. And the army comes up to him, and they're riding at top speed right for him. And they're riding. And then they stop short in front of Mr. Carruthers. And all these caped men, he takes off his burqa, and he reveals a fan, and he reveals a necklace. He also pulls up his robe, and he's got a boot on. And he says, do you want to join us? We want to look real pretty. We're really trying to make an ex really jealous here, all of us together as an army. We're going on horseback to this other town, and we just want to be the prettiest guys out there on horseback. So we got our guns. If anyone tells us any differently, we're going to threaten them with a gun if they say we're anything but model quality army. And if they do think we're the prettiest army, we'll sex with them. So that's how it went down. with Mr. Carruthers.
All right.
Well, what will he do? Don't you want to find out?
Studio head.
Is
Getting
that
intense.
Is that a noir?
That was Noiration. It's like
Now that casino, that fits right in with your previous scene, the restaurant, and before that the circus. I love the circus. But that's an army, and you have an army in that first scene, and bam, that'll grab your audience. Put them on the edge of their seats. You know, I like that Mr. Carruthers. We're gonna give him the money.
yes. All right. So how much money did you make here? So you go forward one, and I think let's give you your money for this.
700, 600, 500.
And 100 for every other card.
Oh, okay. So I had 2 challenge cards and
200.
cards under Mr. Carruthers.
And then
These guys here.
money.
Money.
Everyone
Money of
loves
dollars.
That was a lot.
That's a lot of money.
I'm gonna use all of them. It's a big
1800.
scale.
1,800.
A pick.
1,800 and 200. You got 2K.
Yeah, $2,000.
2K.
All right, so you gotta keep with that Carruthers.
Yeah.
You gotta keep with that Carruthers. All right.
All right.
So who's gonna? Seems like they're gonna make their movie first.
Okay. Oh, I have to go.
But you get the 30
Yes.
seconds to think after
You
you
got
call
the
your
30
card.
seconds.
All right.
You
timer
better
starts
start
now.
working on that story. I gotta find out what happens next to Trendick.
Yeah.
You
I'm
ready?
glad that I named it that. Yes.
Okay. 30 seconds. Norance of Sharkrabia. Norance
Oh
of
my
Sharkrabia.
God. Journeyman.
I've never seen anybody getting eaten by a shark that elegantly.
Thank you.
One arm out.
It's an off-the-shoulder shark costume.
That's elegant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those one straps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tunic.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear that movie.
All right, kid.
All right.
Give me your big finale.
All right. So it's a tight shot on Mr. Carruthers' face. He's whimpering. Tears are streaming down his face.
I like it.
Mr. Carruthers' lower lip trembling. He considers the proposition posed to him by the prettiest army, and he holds up his purse, and he takes out a gun, and he says, "Not if I have anything to do with it. I am the prettiest army of one. You must defeat me. I'm the prettiest." Mr. Carruthers yells, and he
How
says,
does that
"This is
sound
not."
when he yells that? How does it-
How does that sound?
I am the prettiest army. And so he says, "Oh, and prettiest army, you're not at a desert, you're at the beach." Everyone's
Twist.
Yeah. You hear the ocean laughing. And so there's a bikini contest at 3 o'clock. It's you and me. It's spring break. It's Daytona Beach. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool.
Morse.
Noirs. So
I can make-
derivative.
I can make you want whatever.
Kid, what you got?
Let's hear the finale.
Count the tropes.
All right. So we're at the roulette table. She pulls out 2 of the guns and starts shooting. I look around. She hands me a gun. I start shooting. I'm shooting at a wall. Don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
And I realize she's just shooting at the wall too. Wall comes down. We walk around. People are still playing roulette like we're not even there. Behind it is a hotel. We walk into the hotel together. Emily's carrying some guns. She's looking real pretty. I said, "Emily, you're looking real pretty." She said, "I know." She looks at my feet. "I like your boots." I look at her. I said, "I like your purse." We sit down in the corner of the bed. It's raining a little. There's holes in the ceiling. Put up an umbrella. Then what? We high five? No. Then sex.
All right.
So sex
Here are my
act.
items. Let us have sex now.
Oh, that's a tough one. I like the twist ending of the beach, but I really like that hotel and the sex. Sex sells. We have metrics to prove that.
Awesome. So how much does that scene cost? That was 100, 200, plus 400. That's 600, plus 300. So that's 900, plus
16K.
16K.
1.6.
So you already made your film total. You got a chance. Yeah, but you got a chance, I guess, to make the last scene.
Okay.
And you want to make it under budget. So this is a way to beat her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need new cards, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This area.
Clean this up.
Thank you.
So I guess you only want to use one prop, right? If you're like...
Yeah, trying to save money. I'm on a shoestring now. I've already spent my budget on a soundstage filled with sand.
And you know,
But I don't know, she used a lot
30.
of props, so that if you need
Yeah,
another prop to help with your story.
Oh, I think I'll stick with this. I think I can make do.
All right.
It's a nice
gonna
cheap train scene.
Give you 30 seconds. Shoot them up. Is it Western or noir?
Definitely gonna
Western.
take
Western.
noir, noir stern.
Newish genre.
Yeah.
But how were her games?
Someone asks.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mr. Crothers games? They're very pretty. Okay.
Shaky.
Time to
All right, you got 5 seconds.
Still weeping.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
All right. So, faced with this, the army says, "Oh, I guess it is a beach. I see the water over there. I can smell this."
People are trying to help you out
Oh.
there.
Her fingers were getting dry from.
That doesn't sound helpful.
This is me. This story's about me.
Big
Her
finish.
fingers
Choose
were
the
dry
dance
from
number.
rifling through piles of cards. Only the Sharks fan was protecting her from dry paper. The director was being a hard ass. She needed to get her film made. This is very meta. I love it.
All right.
All right, so Mr. Crothers is still weeping, tears streaming down
suffer.
his face.
All right. Crying old man.
Yes, whimpering. He just told him about the beach. He'd really ruined their day, and he asserted that he is prettier than the whole army put together. And so suddenly a distant tooting is heard, the toot of a passenger train.
Oh.
Mr. Crothers says, "That's my ride." He grabs his purse, a different purse this time. That's not his gun purse, that's just his toiletries and stuff, because he's in the desert on vacation. He's at the beach. Give him a break. He pulls out a gun in that purse, though. It's not just toiletries, it's also a gun. He hops on the train. He says, "This isn't the last you've seen of me. Maybe we'll meet one day again. We can go be pretty in our own territories." And he rides that choo-choo into the sunset. And he says, "You'll all see," as the train toots into the distance, fade to black.
Good.
I like it, and you came in under budget.
All right.
Well, you left room open for a sequel.
So I don't know if I kind of misinformed you, because the aim of the game is to make your movie with the most budget.
I wasn't gonna say anything because we're like
Yeah.
bad at it.
I was focused on the story. This is a lot to keep track of.
But maybe you get a bonus for...
Maybe to enter the last space, you only have. You can buy as much of this as you want.
Buy my way into
Yeah,
this. I'll meet you in the middle.
You have to,
I'm bringing my own money to the
self-fund
table.
each
Well,
of your movies.
So-
meet me in the middle.
So that's... Are we still doing this? So this is $500?
Oh, yeah.
$500, right?
300. Oh, yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah.
$500.
And I still need my 16
And then I
Oh,
guess...
you owe her 1,600 from the last one.
Right. Banker.
I don't. You didn't get your scene made. I thought.
No, she definitely
Oh, she
did.
definitely
She
did.
did.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's,
okay.
she's winning. So I guess count up the money, right?
Yep.
And whoever has the most money
See
is
who
the
has the
winner.
most.
Yeah.
Draw.
Who bought
Alright.
the most
counting party.
parasols and persons exclusively?
Oh, yeah.
They made the most important movie that will be remembered.
Oh, okay. I think it's still who made the most money wins. But if you're the loser in the race, like if you finish second, you don't get to pull as many props as you want. on that last scene.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
You capped because
Studio,
you're just doing reshoots
yeah, the
to get it
studio's
done.
like running out of money. They're like,
Yeah.
just
58.
finish it. Just finish it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm liking this
That's why the
music.
set turned into a beach.
Yeah, exactly. We
Got this
had this
left over.
backdrop.
We can't do both
51.
Horizons
51.
anymore.
Yeah,
No,
58.
don't have the money to paint a new one.
Oh,
man.
If only you
missed
had
that.
finished your movie sooner, right? Because that would, yeah.
How
Then
close was it?
it was 51 and 58, so it's actually
Oh
pretty
my
balanced
God.
game.
Pretty good.
Yeah. All
That's a
right.
good
So, thank you for watching Grab Bag. We just played Noiration. We have a winner here. Thank you for your Noiration. Do you want to introduce yourselves to the chat room?
I'm Natalie, friend of Cassie.
Friend of Shark.
You want to pitch your project?
And then we
Friend of
have Mal, who was the studio head and the judge of this game. And
I'm Cassie Murphy. I'm the artist for Spite.House Games. We made a video game much like these robots that you've seen today, called Trundle Buddy and the Ghostly Y Phylactery.
Rest of us are Spite.House too.
Yep.
Austin, Soren, Jordan. You can check Trundle Buddy out on.
you definitely should.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And see that crazy teaser they've already dropped like 2 weeks ago.
There is a teaser out on Spite.House and a prequel comic that gets updated every Wednesday.
All right, chat room, you should definitely follow these guys on the Twitters and the social medias. Check out Trundle Buddy. Thank you so much for being here. And we have a very special announcement.
Hey guys, stick around. Coming up next, we are playing Streamline with the chat room. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go to streamote.tv and sign up. Link your Twitch with it. We gave away 30 codes in the Discord earlier today. We're going to be Skyping in the developers of that. Now, this is basically a game where you play... I am the hunter in a third-person kind of shooter game,
Really
and
action adventure.
I hunt down the members of the chat room that are playing, trying to collect points. Whoever collects the most points before I kill them wins. It's really, 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 really fun, and we get to play with you guys and show it off. This is a new system that has not come out yet, and they were nice enough to hand it to us and to test out their new back-end system, Streamote. It's like streamote.tv/hyperrpg, and then you'll be able to see all the people that have joined the game. You'll get to see live updates of how many points everyone has while they're playing, and you'll be able to vote on stuff in the chat room to send like a sandstorm through and to do all sorts of other stuff. It's gonna be really cool. It's new, and not many other people have gotten to do it. And that's threatening you into watching if you weren't clear on that. That's okay, you can call it out. I'm out of here.
All right, thanks for watching Grab Bag.
Bye.
Bye. See you again next week for Grab Bag. See you in a few minutes for Streamline.